Hello, everyone.
Hey there.
Hello. Welcome to another APC stream. Hype is through the roof. And hey, Add-Ons Warrior, thank you for being here. Are you excited to watch the last qualifier matches of APC?
Oh yeah, definitely. Had a slightly rough morning today, but glad that I'm finally able to make it here, and hopefully we cast some amazing Advance Wars games.
Same. It's crazy that after today, so after the stream, we'll know exactly who are the 8 players that go into the main event.
Awesome.
That's gonna be hype. So we're gonna have the best 8 live players on the site, pretty much. So that's gonna be huge.
Yep, indeed.
Okay.
Hello, Joe.
Welcome everyone. Welcome chat. Yeah, let's see. We have Nenrik. That's my brother Nico. Welcome. Baldelon, Cool, Disc, Raider. Hey, semi-original. Joe, Shokosunus, Vinicius, Mr. SI. Welcome everyone. Welcome.
Thank you for showing up.
Oh my God, today's gonna be exciting. And I was getting like a little bit somewhat emotional yesterday and today because this is gonna be the last of the qualifiers, and it's crazy that we've gotten here. Like, this tournament has been in my head since the beginning of the year, and it's like now the qualifiers are gonna be over, and it's a big chunk of the tournament is done, and then we're gonna move on to the last part, which is the main event. So I was like, wow, like a big stage is gonna be finished, which I don't know, it was pretty big. And
yeah, I kind of know that feeling. I don't know if anyone here knows or recognizes, but I was one of the guys who started the very first Tiny Wars tournament, and it was like 32 players, single elimination, and there was a lot to manage at the start. But my one other friend who was helping me with really did a lot. But yeah, I can understand the the excitement and all the work that goes through organizing a tournament like this.
Yeah, for sure. It's crazy the amount of work. It's like, I was thinking about it today. It's like organizing a tournament, it's going to take a lot of work, right? But then you start doing it and it's like, oh man, it's even more than what I thought.
Absolutely.
And you start running into problems that you have to solve in the moment. It's like, oh my God.
especially when, for me, I had to manually manage the picks and bans of Tiny Wars. So I had to consult every single player and ask them, all right, who do you want to ban? And all right, these are the ban CEOs, who do you want to pick?
Yeah, man, you have no idea the amount of work that Steeler has been putting into this tournament. Like, this guy is a freaking angel. It's insane.
Steeler is amazing.
He is amazing. I was literally planning on literally just doing that, full elbow grease work of doing pick banning like that, chatting, boom, because I don't know, we don't have user interfaces like other games have yet to do pick banning, stuff like that. And Steeler just came out, and I was like, hold my beer. And he freaking made a UI, bro. He made a freaking UI for the players to pick and ban, and it looks nice, and we can show it here. Just Steeler, absolute goat, honestly. And then TrueNet also making the Maximize UI recently, so you can cast games. And honestly, for anyone, you can play games, you can cast games, you can do whatever you want with a Maximize. I think it's amazing. So just insane.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. I just got it last night, and I really like how easy it is to just funny enough, it made my how I stream Advance Wars video slightly obsolete because there's a lot of cropping that needs to be done to get the best view of a game. But what the Maximize extension does, it's just incredible.
It's incredible, right?
I really love it, yeah.
I think it also lowers the bar of the amount of work that you have to put as a content creator to stream, right?
Yes.
Because as you were saying, if you want to make it big and nice, you have to be cropping, and that's just a ton of work. But
especially in live games, you're losing those few seconds just to adjust your stream.
Yeah, literally. It's just so much work, right? So now it's so easy. You just pop the maximize, you stick your face cam down there, put the chat down there, like there's some space, and you're good to go. Like that's amazing. So,
exactly.
Yeah, like it's crazy the amount of work and stuff that the community does for free, for literal free. Like we kind of all do this just because we love the game, and it's amazing to see it get big. And
although there's like some folks that kind of don't like how the website feels, because obviously it's an old website. The website's kind of aged, but the style of website also allows people to be creative and actually add in and share all these really wonderful features.
That's a good point, actually. Yeah. Yeah, and the prize pool has also been insane. Literally, like I was saying on the last stream, like it's definitely broken all my expectations. Like my expectation was to get to 1K, literally. Like I was like, I really wanted to get to 1K. And then it's like, okay, we got to 1K. Double. And then I was like, okay, maybe 1K and a half. And we got there. And then it's like, okay, maybe in the wildest dreams, we could get to 2K. And we are freaking already there, which is like insane. And in the last stream, someone called Sailor Moon. If you're here, talk. But thank you so much. I did a $500 donation, $400 for the prize pool. It was insane. There was another donation. There was I should pull up. There was a $1 donation that I hadn't mentioned.
You sound exactly like Walker when Reboot Camp was announced. It's like, oh, we got this many players. It was like, would it be cool to get this many players? It just kept going up and up and up. I was like, this sounds exactly like Walker.
Yeah. Before the $500 donation, there was a $1 donation by Brian Andrews. Thank you very much. Everything adds up, so that's huge. And yeah, I mean, maybe I'm too how do you say, like positive or like hopeful or whatever for like the growth of the community. I feel like we can take it much bigger, but it does require work from everyone. But I think we can take it.
Yeah.
All right. Let's look at the results from last time, all the groups, because I need to show you and everyone here in chat what we're dealing with today. Let me just show you. So let's change the screen. How do I do this?
New window.
Does this work
or something?
Would this work perhaps? Give me 1 second.
All right. Probably in that studio mode, I bet.
Yeah, I'm trying to edit this stuff.
Yeah, I've never used Studio. I've never
noob
used
streamer right here.
Noob. No, not noob streamer. I wouldn't say noob. I would say like scuff.
Okay, this will have to do. So let's take a look at this. Okay. So, boom, there you go. So this is what you guys should be seeing. Right, so we have the points here. Everyone can see this? It's beautiful. So, from last stream, we had decided the two players are going to make it from Group C and Group B. Because Advanced Noob had lost against Starflash, and he had lost against Torjit as well. So then it was just between Starflash and Torjit. They could play their own set just for fun, but it didn't matter who won or who lost. They were both going to be in. They decided not to play their set, which is totally fair. So those two were decided. Group C, similar case. Arya lost against Deejus and lost against Talos. So Deejus and Talos are in, Arya is out. And we're left with these two. We're left with Group D and Group A. Which are wild groups because all three had wins. It's like I was stressing out. I've been stressing out for the possibility of a three-way tie, man, because I did not foresee that from happening.
so Group A and D is like a rock paper scissors. So this player beats this player, but that player beats this player, and it just. Oh man.
Yeah.
The rock, paper, scissors of Advanced Wars.
So, for example, Group D, we had Darth Noob beating Poland completely in the set. And then we had Poland lose the first game to Chloe, which was like a huge upset to many people out there. Hey man, Samusa. And then Darth Noob also beating Chloe. So there was a possibility of Chloe beating Poland, maybe maybe Poland getting out because he had already lost against Darth Noob, right? So and then he lost the first game against Chloe. So the only way for Poland to get in would be beating Chloe game 2 and game 3. And then Chloe would have to lose against Darth Noob. That would be the only way that Poland could get in. So it's up for grabs who could be in here, and that's what we'll see today. And then Group A is even crazier and more stressful because in this case, they were all kind of beating each other, like you were saying, rock, paper, scissors. Radar El Caraman had beat 2-0 DFS, right? He beat him 2-0. And then Plague beat Radar El Caraman the first game, so we're going to watch the rest of this set, Plague against Raider. And then DFS beat the first game against Plague. So they all literally beat each other, kind of. Although Raider fully against DFS. So now it's up to see what the rest of the games of Plague are. If he can bring it around against DFS, against Raider, it's kind of up for grabs as well. So wild. But today we will know. After all the games, we will know exactly who makes it.
Yeah.
Hello everyone. Hey Josh PW. I think that's Dr. Nasty.
It's all for top 8, right?
Yeah, it'll be the top 8.
Awesome.
And that will be the main event, like the quarterfinals, which is November 9 and 10. And then the 16 is the semifinals and the 17 is the finals. And they will all be live. So let's move to...
Can you guys hear tools from my side?
Tools?
Do you hear any like tools being worked on?
I hear a little bit.
Okay. I'll just try to mute as much as I can whenever it happens.
So
yeah, it's the emergency I told you about with my dad.
That's fine.
Yeah,
but by the way, chat, let me know if the volumes are okay. It's kind of hard for me to know monitoring wise.
Hello, Josh.
If like my audio, Advanced Warriors, and the music. So let's move on to Group A. So we're gonna see who makes it in DFS, Plague, or Raider. Let's pull up the game. I have it right here. How do I transition? Cast.
All right, that's good. Thank you, Mansa.
Okay, that should work. That sounds good. Nice. Okay. So this is game 2 between DFS and Plague, right? And they chose what they're gonna play on a map that we haven't seen played before. It's Don't Drink the Water. So hype. It's a very spicy map to play live, and they picked Sammy and Sasha. So what do you think of this matchup?
I used to think that like Sammy was just like mainly tier 2, but just had a niche in mixed space. But recently, I feel like she's had a like strong like resurgence in tier 1 for specifically maps like this, where infantry combat is, you know, very heavy, and you can abuse the really strong firepower that Sammy has. In fact, in the last A Mariner Cup tournament, I actually played as Sammy, even though it was kind of listed as tier 2, and I did pretty well with her. So this year I've definitely seen how strong Sammy is, and tier 1 potentially for mixed base maps. As for Sasha, it makes a lot of sense to me because you can have all that high income. When there's 4 bases, some people would think that means more vehicles will come out, but most of the time you won't have a lot of money to even pump multiple vehicles. So the more bases you have, the more likely you're going to have infantry, which is another reason why Sammy would be picked. But Sasha has just that a little bit extra income that she could get to possibly help her get vehicles just slightly faster than most other COs.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, right? Because yeah, exactly. Usually in more bases, it's not necessarily more vehicles; it's actually more infantry, because what actually depends having more vehicles is the amount of income per base, not just number of bases.
Exactly.
But like you said, like, and it would kind of benefit Sammy, but at the same time, for Sasha, maybe she can break it because having that extra funds could mean having more vehicles actually from those bases. So
yeah, they have their own sets of advantages. Sammy has the advantage of infantry, but Sasha could squander that opportunity if she gets enough vehicles out there.
yeah, and also as Sasha, you probably don't worry about a victory march against Sammy because you're just gonna cancel it every time with your power. So
Possibly
Sammy,
a double time.
Yeah. Usually Sammy can squeeze out a few double times. It's like playing against Max, for example. Like she'll cancel the first one, but maybe the second one you'll get it. But it's never going to be ideal, right? It's never going to be like, oh, I'm going to press a button at the start of my turn and then have a full turn of double time. It's going to be like kind of halfway through or something. But it's going to be interesting. It's definitely going to be the infantry supremacy by Sammy versus more vehicles by Sasha, and try to take it from there.
Yes.
Okay. You ready to... Oh, wait. Let's do the predictions. Forgot. So,
yeah, right. Predictions.
If you would have to predict who's going to win here.
Oh, man.
Remember, this is the second game, right? So the first one was won by DFS. So it's on Plague to win this one, or else he's going to lose this set entirely.
Yeah. It feels weird for me to like make a prediction because I feel like I have a bias towards Plague. For anyone who doesn't know, Plague initially started playing Tiny Wars before Advanced Wars by Web, and Plague was already taken, so that's why you have Days of Plague from Days of Ruin. But what I have seen from Plague in Advanced Wars by Web is that his philosophy with mechs is just so incredible to me. Like, I'm honestly surprised that he didn't pick Sammy on this map, or
True.
maybe because of the last game, Plague probably might have some possible doubts of picking Sammy on a mixed base map, so they picked with another logical CO here, Sasha. I would honestly be surprised if Plague starts building mechs trying to use Sasha's extra income, but it's possible Plague might have a plan here. DFS, I've seen a few times, a really good player, have nothing bad to say about them. Yeah, I would personally have to see how the last game went to make a possible prediction, but I'm just gonna say, for me personally, I like Sammy more, unless Plague knows something that none of us know yet.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really tricky. Maybe in live it's a bit easier to do Sammy in this matchup.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But it's hard to tell because I think with Sasha, if you prep more, you might find better openings, right? So you might find, maybe I need to open a tank here, blah, blah, blah. So I think it comes down to that. And I think Plague, knowing Plague, he probably prepped a lot, right? So he probably knows a few openings or something. I forgot
to believe it.
Forgot to pin this thing, so give me a second.
Okay.
Boom. I think that should work.
There's a reason. Yeah, there's a reason Plague is so far up on the scoreboard, especially coming from Tiny Wars, where he was both #1 in Standard and Fog of that game.
Okay, let's end the poll, and it looks like Plague is favored to win by the people. So
2/3.
Yeah, so the people that agree with you, I would assume also, like if I were to say, I would think that Plague probably has an opening ready, and he tried to get the 1-1 here to go to a game 3, right? Especially with Sasha, he's great with openings and stuff like that. So, yeah. So, are we ready to get into it?
I am ready.
Let's go. So, why is it not working? Whoa.
Whoa. What's happening?
Oh, why is it not doing action by action?
You have to refresh or something? Maybe X out and then...
Let me do this so people don't get those spoilers. Whoa. What the?
Well, now you see this here. Oh man.
Oh man,
I didn't
what
bring this.
happened?
I didn't bring this. Did you just like slide it away?
Yeah,
Looks like you.
I said it away, but we don't have the action by action. What happened?
That's weird.
It's just doing turn by turn.
Huh.
You know what? I'm gonna download it and put it on the replay app then. Oh, that sucks.
Humida, take your turns. Humida has time. Don't worry, Mr. SI.
Oh man, I don't know why that happened. That's so weird.
Yeah, that is weird. I mean, from my perspective, I just saw you move it to like another monitor or something, and now it just disappeared.
Yeah, because I didn't want the winner to be
revealed. Exactly. I see.
So well, that sucks.
Yeah, a little bit of readjustment we'd have to do.
So let's do.
Yeah, I haven't used the replay viewer in so long. In an odd way, it feels nostalgic to look at it.
Technical issues, guys.
You also don't have the map up. I was going to see if I could talk a little bit more about the map and see how I would play it.
So let's do. Would this work? Okay, give me a second.
All right.
Oh. Okay, I think something like this should work. And
let's do something with the plugin. So does I have turn by turn? It should have. It does have a turn by turn, but we're trying to do action by action.
Something to do with the plugin? No. Are the other games as well doing that? Is it something new?
Let me try for myself.
No, I'm pulling out other games and it's working fine. I don't know why it's doing that. That's weird. Anyways, for this game, let's just do on the replay app, I guess.
Yeah, I just tried it myself. I just tried it myself. It worked for me.
On the same game?
No, not the same game. On like a different game, it worked for me. I thought they were talking about just like the plugin overall.
And we can have the music, I guess.
Rip.
Boo! No music.
Boo! No music.
I can put some music though. Let's do.
Yeah.
Javier? No.
What's wrong with Javier music?
It's kind of, I don't know. Let's do sound.
Okay, send me music.
Sound music is always good. So.
Send me music is banger.
Boom. Okay.
And it makes sense because we have a Sammy here.
So now, yes, let's get into the match. Sorry for the technical stuff, guys, but
I'll do my best to call out the day counter if anyone wants to know what day it is.
Yeah,
for some reason you can't. For some reason you can't move it. You have to make it to the longer one. Like,
so you
go to your settings maybe.
Yeah, it's fine. I think I'm gonna leave it there because the day counter has a little bit of a spoiler as well. So.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm trying to avoid all kind of spoilers here.
I bet. I know how you feel. All right, so
Raider says, thanks for the technical difficulties because now he could make it to watch.
Exactly. I remember that. We're deep in the stream enough.
Okay, let's get into it. So,
all right.
We have game 2 of DFS against Plague. First time that we see this map called Don't Drink the Water, made by Daddy Maxac. We have Plague in his favorite color, Purple Lightning, with Sasha, and DFS in the Blue Moon with Sammy. And
is that their favorite color?
Of DFS? I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember.
All right, so we see Plague doesn't go for the immediate cap, actually has variety on both of those sides, could either go for one of those two cities, and immediately going for the airport as well. I think for the top, Plague might want to be, I guess, more aggressive and be more passive on the left side, from what I've seen. Because, yeah, Plague has skipped like 2 potential caps, and so has DeadFS here. I guess maybe because it's the 2 base side, DeadFS might feel like they want to be more aggressive on those sides. Oh yeah, it kind of makes sense because Plague is like moving away from the 2 base side, moving that infantry on the mountain on the top. And yeah, we see DeadFS getting the caps. I guess doing what Plague is doing as well with the airport here.
So many city skips. I think
so many city skips.
Like for Plague, I think it's probably calculated. Like he probably calculated how many he can skip without affecting his tank deployment, because he's Sasha, and so he's trying to maximize that. But
exactly.
Tricky though. You also have to be like, you have to consider the labs though. You know, this is a. I know you still have another lab, so you know he's probably fine, but still. Gotta be careful.
You're still alive with 3. Anyone who doesn't know, labs act like HQs, but if you lose 1 lab, you're fine. If you have no labs at all, then that's when you lose.
So now Plague is gonna go for this city instead of this one.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. I feel like that side is like a little more dangerous because it's the 2 base side has to loop around all that terrain, but there's also an airport in the corner as well. So. I really feel like with all these city skips, everything they're doing must have been like super calculated, like probably days in advance, no pun intended.
100%. I think this one is more safe for Plague because if you think about it, this one is 2 turns away from the space for DeadFS, while this one is 3 turns away. So he'll be able to hold on to this. But yeah, this base definitely gets very overwhelmed really fast because it is just 1 base and it has to capture this and this and this. It kind of has a lot, and vehicles become very awkward coming out of here. So yeah, tricky.
It's like a long run safety, because if that purple infantry on the top just like captures the left city, then what's it gonna do right after that? So it probably just wants to, like you're saying, maximize. Stay close enough to the base so where they're not just standing around trying to avoid enemy fire.
And now Plague is going to have... you see, I think maybe Plague shouldn't have skipped 1 city somewhere, because now he's going to have 9,600. He's 400 shy of being able to make tank triple infantry. Maybe he's going to base skip for a tank.
Maybe he's going to build an artillery.
Maybe he makes an artillery, you're right. But I'm not sure about the 2nd infantry by Plague. Like, maybe you just go for the city. Like, are you really gonna go for this against Sammy? 2 turns away? I'm not sure if you're gonna get that or even hold it. Like, you know, at a certain point, it's like, is it worth going for a city to have it for 1 turn if it gets flipped?
Well, if that infantry that you were referring to, oh wait, no, never mind. They're gonna get it. Well, if it does go try to attack Plague, then that city that's right above it will not be captured. So maybe Plague wants DeadFS to, like, I guess, change their own caps. But we will see. And
Plague not making a vehicle.
They just built infantry. Maybe they thought a vehicle is too early at this point in the game. But in mixed base, it's like accelerated fighting, so
yeah,
that is a little bit surprising to see.
And against Sammy, I feel like, you know, you're Sasha, you're supposed to have more vehicles early on. Now that is going to be the first one to make a vehicle.
Yeah. I guess maybe. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that maybe he's like, oh, I'll see where he makes a tank, and then I'm gonna have 16k, right? And then he can make double tank, double infantry, so he can not only respond to the tank from Sammy, but also make it somewhere else. Maybe that's the plan.
That possibly is.
But look at that.
Wait, did DeadFS just interrupted just stopped their own cap on the top?
Yeah, because he's pointing at that lab.
Oh no!
I think Plague just didn't get ready for this. Like, look, this infantry was in range of this lab, and Plague sent this 2nd one, or this other infantry down here instead of having 2 in range of this lab. So he's not gonna be able to interrupt this lab. You know, you need more than 1. You need 2 infantries to stop it against Sammy. And then now, like, Plague's DeadFS saw this, that there isn't like, this one is 3 turns away.
No way.
He's not gonna be able to interrupt this lab. Is he gonna win by lab cap? Like
Plague needs to stop that city cap and go for DeadFS's cap, but DeadFS can interrupt that cap on the right. They need to capture that lab, but there's an infantry that's right there.
If he would have made a tank here or something, or a recon or something, but he just went full greed. I don't think there's a way for Plague to stop this. There's no infantry 2 turns away, right? Like this one is gonna be 1 tile 2 shy from being able to hit the lab next turn.
Is it already over?
It's already over. I think it's already like, right?
Yeah, that's
am
second infantry. That base infantry can't reach on the top, the purple base. It can't reach in 2 turns.
It needs an extra turn.
Is this how it's gonna end? No. It can't.
And it's DeadFS is 1-0, so DeadFS is gonna get the 2-0 here just because of lab cap, just because Plague. I think Plague sees it now. He's like, or maybe he doesn't. I don't know. Maybe he's not even realizing
no.
it.
I think he sees it at this point.
I think now he sees it. And it's like, oh wait, oh no, and he makes a copter. He was greeting out on the copter opening. Oh my god, there goes a lab, and he's gonna start capping that he's not going to reach.
It's over.
Oh my god, Plague, the max greed there.
Plague. Oh, DeadFS with the cheese.
Oh wow.
It's day 5, by the way, for anyone who doesn't see and wants to see. No, it's
over. Plague knows it. He's gonna move, attack, and just gonna play out the turn, but
he's just playing out the turn. Yeah, unless there's like a third lab that we just missed at this point.
Gonna make his signature mech.
He builds a mech, his signature mech.
And
oh my god.
It is over for Plague. Oh my god, day 6. What?
What?
This is officially the shortest match of the tournament so far.
This is the first game you have me look at, and it's this.
This is how we start the stream.
Oh my god.
Hey, maybe DJs was right. Maybe DJs was right in that Sammy was too strong in this map. But I'm kidding. I think Plague just went too greedy, right? Am I crazy? Like he went full skips, not even going for contested one. Well, he did like greed out on these, but not even made a vehicle early when he could have. Like he could have made this recon 1 turn earlier, and he could have stopped it easily.
I think Plague wasn't anticipating a city skip from the top left of DeadFS. If you could go back a little bit.
Yeah, this guy.
Like there. It's like, oh yeah, they're just gonna capture, and then, but no, it's like I think DeadFS just saw in the moment that there was only 1 infantry for both cities, and for the lab up top, that second infantry is going to take 3 days to get to. So I think DeadFS just saw it right there and saw the opportunity. City skipped on the top there and just went straight for the lab.
I'm confident that DeadFS wasn't prepping to do this, but he just kind of saw it. He was like, wait.
He's like, huh? Plague's being a little passive.
Yeah. Like
I do understand that. Like Sammy is like, I would say Sammy has the advantage very early on in the game, but not this much of an advantage.
No, but I mean, Sasha should be really, like, we saw how much funds she gets. I think if Plague went earlier for the city, I think the whole play from Plague was to speed up the airport and get that early copter. I think that was his whole thing, and try to like outmaneuver Sammy with copter. But not prepping for either lab was a huge mistake. Like this guy should have just gone over here, right? Like have it in position, and you can interrupt this lab, or you can make a recon. Like there were so many opportunities for Plague to freely interrupt these lab captures, but he just didn't see it, I guess. So congrats on DeadFS for winning the set 2-0. It's crazy.
Congrats. Wow.
So, I think this should work.
I mean, to be fair, I personally have done that before. But at this like caliber of a tournament, This is just wow. Wow. I think the only thing I could like theorize is Plague was not expecting that city skip at all, or they just like never anticipated it. And I'm pretty sure DeadFS didn't anticipate it either, but it was just in the moment.
Yeah, I think he definitely saw it right there. I was like, well, you know what? I'll just go for it. The free win. So crazy. And that leaves us with 2 sets completed, which means the only set left in this group is going to be Plague against Raider. And Plague already beat Raider 1-0, right? So
okay,
it's going to be on Raiders to beat Plague. But we could.
Raider, I hope you made it home.
We could get into a 3-way tie. Like, it's possible. And it's stressful. I don't know if we're gonna get into it, but this is
just make him play a 3-player map or something. Just like go to an Advanced Wars war room.
So I'm just gonna go full disclaimer. I actually know what happens, but I'm gonna explain the scenarios because I was going crazy about this because 3-way tie was not something that I was very excited for. So. What could happen here, right? We have a 2-0 Raider against DeadFS. DeadFS 2-0's Plague. Plague already beat 1-0 Raider, so if Plague wins the second game, they would all be 2-0 against each other. Perfect 3-way tie. And there would be different ways where you could, I don't know, maybe have them play the third game, something like that, but that wouldn't even be a guarantee that it could break the ties. So, if that happens, we count on some secret 3-way ties that JJ has for the on-site tournament as well. So that's scenario 1. Then scenario 2 would be that actually Raider beats in the second game to Plague, right? So they would be 1-1. So then they would have to go to a game 3, right? So in a game 3, if it's gonna get really complicated really fast. But if Plague wins the third match, meaning that they will still have a 3-way tie because they kind of beat each other's set. The only difference is that Raider squeezed an extra win against Plague. It would mean that Raider would be ahead, so he would be in because he had that extra win, and then it would leave DeadFS and Plague tied. But due to head-to-head, because DeadFS beat Plague in their set, it would put DeadFS ahead. So that would mean Raider and DeadFS would be in. And in the case that they go to a game 3 but Raider wins, then that's easy. Just Raider would be in because he won 2 sets, and then DeadFS would be the second one. And due to that, there won't be a game 3 because either result from game 3 gives the same result, that Plague would be out. So this second game by Raider and Plague is decisive for the whole group. So if Raider wins the second game, Plague is out. If Plague wins, then they go into a perfect 3-way tie, and we can look into the secret 3-way tiebreakers. The fate of the universe hands on that game.
So DeadFS is an anti-air, Plague is a copter, and Garroman is a tank. We don't know that yet. We don't know that yet, but that's what it feels like. It's starting to feel like.
By the way, welcome everyone. I'm seeing new people coming in: Schmovin, Sirth, Max, Kratos Mana, JW, Remertz, Renz. Welcome everyone. 68, 69, 70 euros you're having. Very nice, very nice. Just a reminder.
Just got here, we just finished one game.
Oh yeah. We're gonna cover all the remaining games. So.
Oh yeah.
Today we're gonna know exactly who's making it into the main event. So just as a reminder to everyone in chat, if you want to add to the prize pool, you can do so on that link that I put there, pinned. Almost all of it would go to the prize pool because there's a bit of fees that PayPal kind of takes out from transactions. But if you know, donate or add to the prize pool, you can do so using that link. And I would also encourage everyone to subscribe, like, comment, all that kind of stuff. Keep the engagement going. YouTube is very nasty with the algorithm. They care more about the ratio between. Did you know that they care more about the ratio between engagements and views? So
Something like that. Yeah.
they have to keep those engagements going. I don't know. Man, we're just fighting against the algorithm at this point.
we are. But yeah, definitely, if you guys can, donate to the prize pool. Let's get to $2,500.
Oh my god.
That would be insane, though.
Man, like I literally have no more expectations of what the prize pool will be. Like, it's broken every expectation I've had. So
Yeah,
like it'll be what it'll be. It's crazy. So I'll load up the next game.
How long did that game take in real time? Blake had 10 minutes left. And
Yeah.
Dennis had 12.
So let's see.
You want me to play your turn? No, I'm just kidding. He's not gonna play his turn on stream. It's a fog game.
Oh man, this game also doesn't have the turn by turn. What the hell?
What is going on here?
I don't know, man. That sucks. I don't know what's going on.
Someone made a joke earlier saying that that the reason the play-by-play didn't work for the last game is because it was so short. The replay didn't consider it viable. Oh, man. But yeah, it's really odd. I mean, I just got the maximizer myself, so, and me personally, I haven't had any issues with it.
I don't think it's a thing with the maximize.
Okay.
I think it must be the games, perhaps. I'm not sure. Like, they're not
This map looks
expired, so I don't know.
This map looks familiar.
I think that should work. Actually, put it over there.
Oh, I've played on this map actually. But I was used to it when it had the desert theme on. I guess.
Oh yeah.
Viewer.
I think it does. It's just because the replay viewer.
The replay viewer doesn't have the desert theme. It just takes the matching tiles and just keeps it in its own terrain.
Right.
Which it is an amazing program. The replay viewer. I really like it.
Yeah, it's honestly really nice.
Yeah, it has a very funny map name. If I'm being honest with you guys.
Well, what's that?
The name of the map is funny.
Oh yeah, it's 140,000 ways to die. It's because the map ID is 140,000.
Specifically 140,000 ways to die.
Okay, so let's do a poll here, and you can tell me your predictions of who you think is going to win, because again, this is the most important match of this group. Like this single match is the last one, and it will determine the fate of all three players if they make it or not.
Yeah. Unlike DeadFS, I've actually had one encounter with Raider El Caro Man, and that was on my very first Live League game before Live League was a thing. For anyone who doesn't know, Live League used to queue up every Tuesday, and you had to queue up through a spreadsheet.
Yeah.
And I think it was Talos that had to manage it.
Yeah.
Talos set up the games. It was like, all right, you guys go ahead and figure out each other. Here's the map, here's the tier, here's the rule set. And my very first standard game was against Raider El Caro Man. And let's just say that I was not like as good as I am now back then. But I've seen Raider play other games before, and I think they're really good. And again, earlier I mentioned my bias towards Plague and how good I think he is. So, oh man, it's tough to say, honestly.
Remember,
They're both playing Adder.
If Raider wins, Plague is out. If Plague wins, they go into a perfect three-way tie.
I like chaos, so yeah.
It couldn't be
like
more pressure on them, right?
It is more pressure on them. But I'm just gonna vote this just to revel in the chaos.
Oh,
I
man.
like both of these players, but And I know you said you've been very emotional and stressing about this, but come on, let's just bring up the chaos. A lot of people's first like is like, yeah, why did Talos queue us up
Man,
to you, Raider?
it's because Raider was spamming the live games back then.
He was spamming the live
He had
games.
like Q, I don't know, 10, like how many he could get, and he just like wrecked you in 5 minutes. I was like, that was literally my first live league game was against Raider as well.
I gotta have a word with Talos about that.
I had even prepped, man. I had prepped for that match. Like I trained on that map for like three, 4 matches.
I prepped for a little bit. Raider, do you remember? You were Andy, I was Rachel. It was a base light map where that lander is in the corner, and then it could take you to the other corner where an HQ and the airport is.
I know that one.
Did you know that map?
Yeah, it's called Roll for Initiative, I think.
Yeah, Roll for Initiative. Yeah, I actually have a recording of that. Oh man, I have so many old games I haven't recorded. Like I still feel bad because it took me like how many months to upload our game Humida, our first game together. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry for that. Oh man, life is busy and living with a family just takes up a lot.
We're all busy.
Yeah, I went for some cop rolls. Yeah, after I didn't know how to build an infantry wall. Long story short, I had an infantry exposed on 2 sides, and he saw that right away.
Yeah, no, Raider is a beast.
Raider is a beast. But yeah, enough about the tangent. I think both of these players are really, really good. And because of where the HQ is, I don't expect to see the same amount of cheese that we saw in the last game.
Yeah, certainly. And they both went with Adder, right? Adder Mirror. Which is interesting because I think this map allows for a little bit of variety in tier 4. You can go for Adder, Jess, or Jake, in my opinion. It would be hilarious to see a Grim, but I don't think you should pick Grim here because air is a little bit slower, but it is really strong though, because especially in these areas with all these sea tiles and mountains. But I think Jess performs pretty well. I think Jake could also do pretty well. It's cool. It's not an obvious Adder pick, which tier 4 tends to be.
Yeah, exactly, Kratos. I think that's exactly why they picked Adder here. As you said, air is a little slow, but it's really strong on this map. Mm-hmm. And usually I feel like one of the simplest advice that new players get when they're playing Advanced Wars is usually you want to play Adder on a base light map. And that probably stood to the test of time. It probably is really good to just have like a basis and then work your way up. But because it's baseline, you said air is slow yet strong. Adder feels like a proper choice here. I can kind of see why Jake might not want to be picked. There's definitely a handful of roads and forests around those cities. Jess I do like, but because air is strong, and I can see why you wouldn't want to pick Jess. Although Jake makes sense a little bit because there's actually a lot of mountains around certain parts of the map where artillery could have some viability. And the copters doesn't mean Adder,
right? Yes, the Jake copters is something that many people oversee. Like Jake copters are pretty strong. You get that block rock and they one hit KO a copter and they can wreck your tanks as well.
They don't have the movement, but they just all they have to do is just be on a plane, and then they got that. They have 40% firepower.
You you don't even need anti-airs. You just one hit KO the other copter with your roll, which is insane. So definitely something to be wary of if someone picks Jake. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's end the poll. And wow, crazy. Very split. Half and half almost. A little bit slightly towards Raider. I think I would agree with that. I would favor more Raider just because he's just a beast in live. I think maybe Plague could have prepped something for this one because he had already lost in this map. So maybe he's like, okay, I need to prep something in response to that so I don't lose again. And because it's such an important match, right? So it kind of depends. If he loses, he's out pretty much. So he has to get a win here.
I think because of the last game, Plague's rating might have been influenced by that. Just saying.
Okay, so let's get into the match. The last match of Group A. Insane. So after this, we will know Let's see. So
We shall know.
we have game 2.
Can you flip the penguins?
Yeah, I'm gonna flip them. We have game. What was it? Yeah, game 2 of Raider and Days of Plague. A decider match of the whole group. I kind of have to do this intro because of YouTube.
Yeah.
But
hi.
What were you gonna say? I'll say it later.
No city skipping this time from play. Oh wait, no, Raider El Caro, man. Raider, I'm looking at the wrong. Oh yeah, they're not. Oh wait,
he did skip this one.
I take that back. Okay, never mind. I take it back.
Okay, but yeah, this is a very important match. Depends. If Plague loses this match, basically, he's out, and Raider and DFS are in. If Plague wins this match, there isn't going to be a game 3. It's just going to mean they're going to have a perfect 3-way tie, and we will pull out the 3-way tiebreakers to see who are the 2 that make it in. So very important, right? So we see Plague here skipping. Not something that Raider was doing. I think he's trying to rush the com tower, right? Because it definitely becomes very contested pretty early on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You've played on this map before, Humida, right?
I think I've never played this map. No.
Oh, you've never played this map. Okay.
I've watched a good amount of games.
Yeah. The first time I played on this map, I thought that that the map was split kind of vertically, so all of purple would have the top and all of blue would have the bottom. So, and then out of nowhere, like our fronts just started getting overwhelmed, and because of that, the HQs were kind of right there. So it was like really scary to lose that front. So seeing Plague go for that comm tower, trying to secure that comm tower is interesting. I do fear that front will not be held for too long, because if you look at the massive infantry that Plague has, he has 4 infantry on the left side going down. So that just, I feel like there's a possibility that comm towers might be swapped, and if there's a turn where a player has 2 comm towers, then they're just going to start popping things off cities left, right, and center. Mm-hmm. Because 20% is what you need to confirm a kill on a city.
Interesting here that Plague went for the double tank buy. I'm not sure if they both kind of skipped a turn of tank buys, and now like the Raiders got one, and then Plague's getting both on the same turn, and now Raiders gonna get the second one. But he did go for the comm tower. Like Plague is rushing the comm tower instead of the city, because this tank, if not, would be able to interrupt it the other turn, or even the infantry if he decides to skip.
Or maybe Plague knows that on the left, if Plague skips that city, he can actually interrupt that comm tower from a mountain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%. And he can leave the city to this guy, for example, so he can just position himself here.
Exactly. And then the tank will be on its way. And Raider going for the copter right away. But Plague actually has enough income to build an anti-air with an infantry.
So solid opening by Plague, right?
Yes, solid opening. So let's see here.
Sending
that tank
down.
Is going. I think Plague might also think that the strong side for purple is
the
going
right
to
side?
the right.
Yeah. I feel like the strong side is usually this, like going down.
Like I said,
because you can send those copters, right? They can reach these double cities in 2 turns, while these can't.
You can build a lander from that port and reinforce much faster.
You can't even put medium tanks on it. Look, 2, 4, 5, boom.
Who needs medium tanks when we got tanks and anti-air? Although our artillery is a problem, I will admit. The artillery would be an issue.
Wow, I don't understand why Plague is sending both tanks towards the right, though. You only need one, really, to defend from this tank.
Well, that tank can actually attack from the top, so...
Yeah, but this one defends this guy. Like, if this tank attacks from over here, it still reaches. I feel like this one should have gone down here to put some pressure to maybe sustain the interrupt here. Let's see if he's going to do that, or if he's going to go... Okay, yeah, he is.
Yeah, earlier, though, I think Plague would have had to put an infantry in front of that tank on the road so it wouldn't get first strike. I don't know exactly where that infantry went, but yeah, I can see what Plague is doing here, because if Plague sent one tank on here and that second tank wasn't there, while that tank protects that infantry, if Raider's tank attacked from the top, that tank can actually just first strike Plague's tank.
Yeah.
Right there.
I hadn't seen that. You're totally right.
I remember seeing an infantry from Plague that he could have put in front of the tank, but I think it's the one up top by the HQ.
This one?
Yeah, so Plague just doesn't want to allow any free hits, but I think you can slowly start to see there's a potential possibility these comm towers are probably going to be flipped, because that copter can move to that comm tower in 2 turns, that infantry right there can attack as well, that tank as well, but no, it looks like the 2 tanks might have actually worked for Plague, and Plague isn't, and Raider Alcaraman is now adapting to possibly hold that bottom left comm tower in. Might want to make that their strong side, and there goes the interrupt.
There goes
6
the interrupt.
HP.
He's not going to have a follow-up though. Like, these tanks are, again, I think we thought it was nice for Plague, but I think maybe Raider, like what you brought up, is definitely a very strong point. This tank is now, like, this tank forced this double tank to go to the right instead of being able to put pressure on the fan by Plague, and now it's able to front switch away and kind of support this area, while Plague is going to be a little bit behind. Like, these tanks are not going to reach in time, I think. So this is fine. This interrupt is fine, but I think it's still going to go under Raider's control. Like, there's no follow-up to this interrupt by Plague.
I like this copter positioning here because it can honestly go either way. It could go like up or down, or it could go diagonal again, and then just have that anti-air just like figure out where it wants to protect.
Yeah, literally. It can just go on this mountain.
What the anti-air wants to do is make sure that none of their units are in range of a copter, and if Raider Alcaraman's copter just has so much area, okay, they go for the left, but if Raider's copter just has so much area, then that anti-air needs to find some kind of like middle ground to protect all their units, or possibly make Plague put Plague in unfavorable positions just for the sake of protecting their units with said anti-air.
Front switching the other tank.
Right.
So Raider getting pretty defensive here. Like, gonna use his copter to attack over here, and none of these are going to be like 2 turns away of this area. So this is definitely going to guarantee, especially after the joint cap, to get that comm tower.
And Plague gets that. Raider gets that hit on the infantry. That's now at 3 HP. The tank can retaliate, but it is being protected by the tank. So good planning by Raider Alcaraman. Let's see where Plague sends this copter. Obviously, that anti-air wants to go towards that bottom side.
Ooh, not sending the tank. Okay, he's gonna double tank this way.
A lot of back and forth I'm seeing.
I was thinking maybe this tank could go to this side to respond to this tank. He's maybe gonna rely on the copter, but then that's tricky. Oof. So definitely double tank turn from Plague, I think. There we go. Yeah.
So Raider, props to Raider for securing their comm tower. Plague was able to skip and get theirs unscathed. Raider took a few hits, but they're fine. They're going to get the comm tower this turn. Day 9, by the way, for anyone wanting to see.
Yeah, I'm sorry that the day is not showing.
It's going to spoil, so we'll just keep it on the down low.
So now Raider does have the comm tower. He's going to be able to take that out.
And that actually kills, which surprises me a little bit.
And he's going to interrupt the city, which is a very contested city, honestly.
Yeah.
Next to the mountain.
It's neutral on both sides, so...
Yeah, I think the ideal scenario is that, for example, purple, Plague gets it, and then you can defend it far back and interrupt from the mountain, right? Because this tile to interrupt from is beautiful.
Okay.
But
so initially I was thinking that it might have just been like a low-level game that I had, which is why comm towers are being swapped. But just look at the amassed force that Raider has on the right side. And Plague only has like 2 tanks in range. A copter might be there in 2 turns. Anti-air might be there in like a turn and a half. But if Raider is able to finish off or push away all those infantry, then it's very likely that they might get that comm tower. Plague is either going to have to find the best defense for that comm tower or reciprocate what Raider is doing and try to get their comm tower, because they have a bunch of infantry, but Plague has all their tanks on the right side instead of the left side.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just...
And like what you were saying, like the infantry, like Plague has a bunch of infantry over here, so he should be planning on attacking this area, because he does not have enough infantry over here. He doesn't even have one supporting this guy, so maybe an oversight there, allowing this free interrupt, because you're not going to want to send a tank to attack here and then, you know, getting attacked by other vehicles. So I think he's going to have to pull back. Oh, whoa.
Oh, first strike.
He is going in.
He's attacking.
He's going for a side slip, perhaps, to take out the copter.
Okay, so if it's on, I don't think it's enough though.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna get the charge.
Plague. Oh wait.
Oh wow.
Is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Okay, so if Plague can get a power, then he protects that 8 HP tank.
But not really, because you have so many infantry, you can probably block it. I don't know about this.
Yeah, if he doesn't block. So
the thing is that
I think.
Sorry, but this positioning by Raider was so aggressive, right? Like copter in the middle, tank on the city, into the. He just had like a very big map control. So maybe Plague is feeling super awkward, and it's like, I just can't let this happen. And then he'll just outmaneuver me. Like he has control of the map. I'm here in the back. Then he can just swing everything to one side or the other and crush me. I need to get an initiative going, or else I'm just gonna die. But I don't think this is a way. If
Raider Man gets the power, that copter is gone.
But I think he can block it, right? I think he can
Raider's
take out the tank
in the middle. Yeah, I think he'll try to take out the tank. I don't think sacrifices would be necessary here, but I'm just saying, if Raider's anti-air gets one more movement, that copter is a Plague copter is gone.
Oh yes, you're right. Oof.
So again, it's like, can Raider get enough charge, or will they be willing to make that sacrifice? I don't know if Raider is possibly calculating this, but if they just take a lot of counter attack, then that's how you get the most amount of charge.
I think maybe he goes for this tank copter attack here, and this tank attacks the fresh one. Perhaps he gets enough for a power.
Maybe on the plane over the forest, because you want to get as most counter attack as you.
Oh wow, he's going for the other one.
No, he's gonna protect the cop. Can he protect?
He's just gonna block with the infantry. He's probably gonna join these two. Yeah, so he's gonna block that way, and then can Plague? I think Plague could maybe sacrifice this guy. Tank takes it out, and then anti-air goes and kills it.
He can hit it with the copter.
That as well, yeah. But
and that tank is trapped.
I don't know if you want to do that, because this anti-air could reach with a side slip. Oof. And now full army send from Raider towards the top. He's like, I'm gonna get this city. There's no way, I think, for Plague for Raider to stop this capture. I think now this turn. Oof.
Plague's positioning is so awkward.
The tank getting all trapped over
here. The tank sack. But what is he gonna do with it?
I think he's gonna go for a side
the most. Before you move on, I just want to say it is just really awkward, because one of Plague's fronts is just full of infantry, not enough vehicles, and on the other side, Plague has all the vehicles, but Raider just has both infantry and vehicles on that side. So it's just really awkward how this turned out, with Plague trying to get the comm tower, but then sending all the infantry to where they are closest, exactly. And that's the bottom left.
Definitely, yeah.
All right, so we have
the army sync is not looking too good for Plague. I mean, he does have these other fresh infantry, but they're over here doing their job, and so he doesn't have the other ones that he would want over here interrupting and defending the comm tower. He only has one guy, so he has to rely on vehicles.
All right, so day 10, Plague has the first power. I love seeing this.
I think that is to guarantee the 2 damage, and now he gets the breakthrough with the 10.
Kills. Oh my god, great eye by Plague.
But is he gonna go for the tank? Yeah. The thing is,
he's going for the tank.
I think you can still take out the copter, you can take out the anti-air, and now Plague is gonna have no air defenses. And you know that's not good. I mean, there's no copter from Raider, right? But still, this is fighting into Raider's area. Like, this is 2 turns away. This is pretty overextended.
Well, even with all the forests nearby, Raider has a power to just try to ignore some of that movement impediment. So like that 6 HP tank could probably hit that anti-air, and then that tank by the anti-air, by Raider's anti-air, will be guaranteed to reach.
Oof.
And then the 6 HP by the 4 HP tank.
And he hasn't used the
charge first.
He's getting all that charge that he can get, and now he does the side slip. He's gonna definitely take out that anti-air, right? Okay.
Go back to heal, and that 6 HP can reach, and yeah,
takes out the infantry. Nice job.
It's a full HP tank with the join. I like that join actually, and protects it with the infantry.
Yeah.
And Plague has nothing on that bottom side. Yeah, you can go. Yeah, you can go get the comm tower, but there's a tank that doesn't mind hitting an infantry on the comm tower because there are no other tanks around it. Can we look at the kill to death?
The kill to death? Oh, how do I do that?
Yeah. Click on it and then open stats. Open on the top.
Oh.
So right now, Plague has 9 deaths and only 3 kills.
Yeah, no, he's lost a lot of units. And he can go and take out this infantry and then start the capture again. It's definitely looking really good for Raider. He's a bit more ahead on the capture game over here, somewhat. And this fight is very beneficial for Raider. It's funny because they both now only have tanks.
That is true.
And Raider has an extra anti-air. But there's no copters. Imagine if Raider had copters now, it would be instant GG.
And so right now that anti-air only serves as a wall breaker. Oh, decent find.
Well, is he gonna take out?
Gonna hit the. If he hits the anti-air, then like, what's the point? Or maybe the infantry on the mountain.
I don't think you should be hitting the anti-air, because you don't have any copters. So what's the point?
Yeah, there are no copters to worry about. I think Plague wanted to kill that 1 HP infantry, but because it was at 8 health, it wasn't guaranteed to kill, and it also has a power, so
yeah, it has extra
it's gonna get
stats.
that 10% defense.
Just more tanks.
It's just more tank. Could Plague afford?
No, he had 16, so he could have made like copter tank base skip, which might be fine. I don't know. Base lane.
Tree.
Oof.
Yeah.
I think this is gonna hurt because now there's 3 tanks in range from Raider plus this one, still at 6. So this is gonna be a brutal turn. I think first strikes everywhere. Even gets a side set for that extra firepower.
All that charge that Raider got, and it's coming to fruition.
Yeah, and classic anti-air things, right? Like, it's injured, but it's fine. Like, you can just heal it up for a turn, and then it'll still kill a copter. So this turn by Plague just not paying off for him. It's just gonna make him lose like 3 tanks.
Yeah, if Plague ever tries to set up a wall, that anti-air also serves as a wall breaker. And now they're building a copter because they see that Plague went double tank instead of anti-air tank. Day 12 for anyone who's wondering.
Yeah.
And he's still fighting on that side.
He's
There's
still fighting there. This is so overextended. He's trying to capture this. What are you doing, Plague? You're not gonna get that. He's losing the tank battle. I mean,
Plague just wants one more income.
To be fair, like this is the last game. Perhaps he knows that he's doomed now. He's lost the brawl. He's down on numbers. He's down on tanks. There's no way to come back, and maybe he just wants to play it out, or maybe just like maybe I can squeeze the win.
Look at the time, Humida.
What?
Look at the time, Humida. The times.
The times? Oh yeah, Plague is down to 3 minutes, and Raider is freaking 18 minutes. This guy is like amazing with time management.
Yeah.
Wow.
Plague is
a beast, man. He has 20 minutes.
I'm also kind of amazed that Raider was still able to get those 2 cities on the side as well. Mm-hmm. Even with injured units, there were no vehicles to try to deal with them as well. And it still serves its purpose. It's great against infantry if there are no copters around. And I don't think Raider or Carman's just gonna let that infantry.
Of course.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna go through.
Definitely not.
I think Plague is gonna. It is the last match, so maybe he's gonna just play until he dies to make sure that maybe he can get a chance. But it is a tournament, and
Plague had 15 seconds last turn.
Oof, yeah. I think this just shows how good Raider is in live, right? He is good strategically, tactically, and with the time management. So just insane.
not to toot my own horn, but I was also kind of right on what the strong side really is on this map. Raider was just able to easily reinforce that side with tanks on the top right side. And as for Plague, yeah, they tried to bring vehicles to fight on the top right side, but they had all that infantry on the bottom left with no vehicle support. So it might have just been a case of Plague was fighting on the wrong side. Like, I know Ghost 7 uses this term, like poison properties. Like, all that by the HQ probably were all poison properties, and now it's punishing Plague for it.
All in all, they're still equal income, but it is so favorable for Raider.
Yeah, and remember, Raider Arcaro Man joined 2 units together, so they could have been a lot more ahead than what it looks like now.
At all this, the fight is slowly extending towards Plague's area. Like, they were fighting over here, right? And now it's slowly going towards the middle.
It is.
So
yeah,
maybe
it is.
You know, if Plague can bait Raider into overextending, perhaps he can have a chance getting that copter spam. Now that they both have 18k. Okay, now he makes anti-tank, but he's still very low on value. Like, starting behind on unit value and count is massive.
Powers are online, so it's quite possible that the comm tower swapping might happen a lot sooner than what it looks like now.
Yeah, this one being on the threat with a power.
Yes, and Plague is under threat with no power, but could use the power to block that infantry, because there's 2 infantry in range that can interrupt that comm tower. So I think Plague is just going to need to make that front shift.
Do you think Plague should go down here and like try to flip this comm tower? Fight
it worked for
within his strong side?
It kind of worked for El Caro Man, but the problem is that Raider is slowly following where Plague is trying to go by having those tanks right by the comm tower. All right, so Plague pops a power. Day 15, by the way.
He's going in.
And he is going in.
If he uses the power, he's going to attack.
Is he going to try to block the copter?
This has to be it. Like, he's going to try to do something this turn to try to swing it back. Wow, he's just going to send 2 tanks to block.
Is that copter gonna block? Yeah, exactly.
Oh no, I
don't think that trying to get that hit, but now it's exposed to that anti-air.
Yeah, and the capture is exposed to a tank.
HP. Yeah, and at 8 HP it's exposed to that anti-air. Maybe what Plague is trying to do is to force those tanks to attack infantry, so then his own tanks can counter. But I think with a few infantry sacks, it's maybe possible. If Raider Arcaro Man sacks that 2 HP infantry, it could be enough for that other infantry to attack. Yeah. Like, I would say sack the 2 HP, use a power to get your own 10%, and maybe possibly kill that infantry. So then there's a tank that can hit a tank, and then another tank can interrupt that comm tower cap.
Yeah, he can also just send these 3 tanks over here. He can first strike this tank, perhaps use one to interrupt. If he gets a super, like you were saying, well, I'm not sure if you were saying a super, but he could take this one out with these 2, and then this one can reach with a super and interrupt the comm tower cap. So let's see if he does that. Okay, he's not going to do that.
Oh no, they're going straight for that. All right, so...
Oh, with a copter?
With that copter.
Oh, no, okay. Use his side slip.
And gets a side slip.
I think this is going to be the nail in the coffin. I think this is it.
Plague had 6 seconds left his last turn.
And Raider has 21, almost 22 minutes. This guy.
Oh, man.
He's going to first strike that tank. Okay, he's getting the interrupt with that one and getting a first strike there.
Okay, he's still able to interrupt and get that first strike. So maybe what I was thinking of was a little too complicated.
Yeah, or maybe it wasn't guaranteed and he's just going for the guaranteed stuff, just interrupting there. And this is totally fine for him too. He has a copter support outside of range of these 2. Even has a support from this anti-air. So
Raider had all the time in the world to figure that out.
He spent like 5 minutes on that, which on his record is a lot.
I mean, to be fair, in a situation like this, you're at risk of losing your comm tower, and if you interrupt, you're at risk of losing your own units. At the same time, you want to secure the comm tower for yourself, and yeah, it's.
Oof. He's gonna take out that one. Okay.
Gonna take out that one. They're both exposed on roads now.
So he is trying to do what you were saying. He's trying to now shift towards the south. Maybe, you know, this side is totally lost, right? He has nothing. He has this 4 HP guy,
Absolutely
which can't even
lost.
interrupt the comm tower. He's like, okay, if I'm gonna lose this area, I'm gonna damage race. I'm gonna try to win here. But as you were saying, Raider has been mirroring his movements. So Raider isn't time to defend. Like, as he's gonna be winning this area, he's not going to lose this one, and that's just gonna seal the deal. That's gonna close out this game. And
If Raider or Carl Man captures that city in 2 turns, he's threatening that HQ.
yeah, that is true. This poor guy.
Is Plague gonna lose by HQ cap again?
No.
I hope not. Please no. No. Plague, I
HQ
believe in
Cap's
you.
putting Plague outside of the tournament.
He has a sizable force at the bottom now.
Mm-hmm.
Has 3 healthy infantry. 1 is in the back going for the capture. I would probably consider maybe going Scorched Earth if he could. Oh, Plague has no time at all. Like, cause
he ran out of time. Right?
But did he buy what he wanted to buy?
It seems like yeah.
Oh no, that tank didn't move.
No, he did. Let's see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he did move everything. He just like
Okay.
did everything really quickly and then was down to 0.
Let it go to 0. Yes.
I just don't like Plague's position at all, even down here. Like, even this whole Hail Mary, like, he has these 2, but these 2 are gonna die, right? And then there's only one single healthy infantry. So what is he gonna do? Like, if you win the battle here, you can't really sustain the attack for too long in this area, especially if you don't have infantry to flip anything. So now getting the double comm tower for Raider, so he can go and engage over here. Probably he's gonna take that out. Can he reach the copter though?
Yeah, that is a huge question. All right, that hits.
He's gonna take out the
you
anti-air.
Take out the anti-air
and just first strike.
Yeah, and there's 2 anti-air for Raider.
Yeah,
they take out 1. So
I mean, and there's 5 tanks for Raider, and there's only 2 healthy. This one that's out of range. You need a power. I think this is it. And Plague recognizes
GG's.
it and taps out.
Yeah, the two comm towers are going to be too much to try to defend that side.
GG to both. Congrats to Raider and DFS for making it into the main event, and thanks Plague for being a part of the qualifiers, but sadly he is not gonna be in the main event. Wow.
Way to go, Plague. Honestly, that was a hell of a fight, if I'm being honest with you.
So
GG's.
let's bring this up.
So
Plague, Raider El Caraman, Plague versus Raider El Caraman. No. Here. So it's 1 and 1. So that is it. That is it. And yeah, because of game 3 tiebreaker things, I guess this won't be completed because they're not gonna play their game 3. But yeah, that means that Plague is out. DFS and Raider are gonna be in the main event. So we have 6 confirmed players so far: Group A, Group C, Group B, and now we're missing Group D. So we have the games for that to see who of these 3, or which 2 of these 3 are gonna be in the main event.
Can we talk about that game?
Yeah, for sure.
I would say that I think it's just so easy to think that vertical comm tower or horizontal. I lost my thought, but I think it's just real easy to think that comm tower belongs to you. But then over time, the accumulation of units going to that side is just going to be a lot faster. Like as we saw earlier in the game, if we're looking at Plague's purple side, they just had a bunch of infantry that was just moving south, and Plague just had all their vehicles to the side. Like even here is a decent point. Yeah, and you can start to see there's like a line of infantry going down there.
Yeah.
But there are no vehicle supports at all. Like, yeah, you just see the number of infantry on both sides. A lot less for Plague on the top right, but then has a lot more on the bottom left. They just didn't really follow it up with any vehicles because they were trying to deal with whatever Raider was sending on the top right side. And I think that that worry of trying to secure that side is also like heavily influenced by the positioning of the HQ as well. Because if you lose that side, the closest base has a narrow choke point to get to, and they have two forest tiles to go through as well, and hopefully try to prevent any HQ caps there. But yeah, I understand it's like a poison comm tower almost. You're gonna go for it, but then over time the units are just gonna accumulate, and you're gonna have to give up that front and just worry about protecting your own HQ.
Yeah, and I think it's kind of the dynamic of the map. You tend to rush this one first so you can get it. Just due to the capture phase, you kind of get this one first, and then it's going to be a battle of trying to flip them or hold it, that kind of thing. Because in the long run, if you invest like this, like vertically, you should be able to flip it and then take over the corner, as we've seen on other matches as well in this map. So I kind of wanted to go back to look, day 4, and this is Raider's turn. He had 80k, and he makes a tank. Then Plague doesn't make a tank, right? Like, why? He had the funds, right? He has 9k. He could have made a tank, but he decided not to. I think he could have made it on this base and then send it down, perhaps, to try to pressure something. But he decides not to. Banks and then makes double tank. So it is very late, and that I think also caused this tank to get that nice position over here, which then forced Plague to send both tanks. I feel like maybe even in this case, in this turn by Plague, he could have just sent this tank one tile back, so outside of range of this guy. And yeah, sure, like this infantry will get shot at from the planes, but you'll still be sending this tank down here, and then you can start putting pressure. But this just felt like Raider was driving the game.
Could you go back a little bit?
Here?
All right, and yeah, just hit the single arrow to the right until it's like Raiders. Okay, now hold on here. Yeah, bring the tank up. I'm sorry, go right. Yeah, here, I just want to see. One, two. Yeah, Plague had that infantry on the city, on the top by the HQ. He could have put that in front of the tank, and not only will the tank be protected. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Like this one, he puts it here. He brings this infantry over here, and then this tank on this road would be able to cover 2, 4, 6. It would be able to cover this guy, right?
Yeah, exactly.
He probably didn't see that, or maybe he wanted to rush this infantry towards this corner, which is also fair, right?
Yes.
This corner has a lot of income, but still, I kind of think that, I don't know, the double tank by later, it's just a lot of things that happened in a sequence that kind of gave the tempo to Raider. He was able to then, he forced this, and then he was able to just go around to the other side because there was not going to be a tank response. And then he was able to get map control and just dictate the game and everything.
Yeah. Oof. It is live, so
yeah.
a lot of things that are missed happened, and Raider brought up a point. He would protect, but he would lose 2k worth of delayed capture. Yeah, that is also a consideration as well.
Congrats, Raider.
Yeah, but yeah, congrats. That was a good game. Play gave you hell, but you just shoved that hell back at him.
That big brawl there, also overextending by Play into Raiders, kind of I have to do something, but just fighting very into Raiders area.
Yeah, it just looks deceptively slow because all those bases have to go through at least one forest tile. one forest tile to get there. But yeah, that was a good game. I like this map, especially when it comes to like the inevitable calm tower swapping. Those make for interesting games.
Okay, let's see if this replay works, and we're gonna move to the other group. Oh, you have to be kidding me! What happened? Why is it, bro? What? Why is it doing the
Grim Girl?
Grim Girl is here?
There's a Grim Girl?
There is.
The heck?
Oh. Wait, I think you might be right. There must be something with the script, because when I open it on Safari, it doesn't do this.
Well, hello there, Grim Girl. Nice to meet you.
Okay, that fixed it. What the?
Nice.
What'd
you do to fix it?
I don't know what I did, but I fixed it.
Yeah. Unless they updated it real time. I saw a Twitch clip where something was broken. It was like an indie game, and then one of the devs was there, and he's like, "Oh, hey, I just fixed that bug that you were dealing with." And he's like, "Wait, what?" He goes back, and that bug is fixed. It got fixed in real time. I think that's what might have happened. But yeah, hello, Grim Girl. This is like the first time I think I'm hearing about you.
Hello, Grim Girl. No, yeah, she's a Grim Alt.
She's been on your channel before,
yeah,
right?
I posted a video.
I remember seeing that, but
it was Grim Girl against
Tesla.
Yeah, against Tesla.
Yeah, I saw some of that, and then I had to dip for something else, and I never got back to it.
So
yeah, I definitely will have to check that out again.
I think I'm gonna do a very quick break because I have to go to the bathroom, and I'll be right back. But do you wanna do a 5-minute break, and we come back for this final group?
Yeah, sure.
Let's
just take a 5-minute break. Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So everyone in chat.
5-minute break. Everyone?
Yeah, we'll see you in 5 minutes. We'll be back. We can get some water and everything. We have a few more games to cast. The Group C of Poland, Dirt Noob, and Chloe Box. We'll see who of those two gets into the main event. So
all right,
I'm gonna get this prepped, and
yeah, I will see you guys in a bit.
Let me leave this countdown break thingy.
Head out now.
Okay. Okay, see you in 5 minutes. Okay. Welcome, everyone. Welcome.
Hello.
We
are back.
We are back. We are officially back. So, and I already put the game on screen, but this is gonna be Chloe Box against Darth Noob. If you guys remember, Chloe Box played already against Darth Noob. Game 1 was on Caustic Finale, and Darth Noob beat Chloe 1-0 there. So, and Darth Noob has already beaten Poland, right? 2-1. So if Darth Noob gets the second win here, he is automatically into the main event. Chloe would have to win game 2 here and then game 3 to beat Darth Noob and then maybe have a chance to get in. But everything is up for grabs. Anything could happen, right? Let's do a poll and let's see what do you think? What do you think would be favored here?
You're asking me.
Yeah.
I haven't met every single top player that we have in the server, so both Chloe Box and Darth Noob I have almost nothing on. The only thing I could provide is some experience on the map, and I think that's pretty much it. And it's also an Olaf mirror, so it's going to be a race to see who gets that power first, or whoever gets the power second. Are they able to come back from it? Because the snow is going to do nothing to these COs.
Yeah.
So I guess I would ask you, would you pick Olaf on this map, and why?
I mean, I kind of think that Eagle would be pretty strong here because you can sort of stall it out. I think Olaf is just like the safer pick. It's just easier to pilot around.
Yes.
And then you just get into these Olaf mirrors. I was thinking Sammy could even have a chance. Max, for sure. But Max is like not super strong because arties are pretty good here, no? So there can be some counterplay against Max with artillery if you're Eagle, for example, or Olaf. I just think that, yeah, Olaf is probably the easiest pick. Just more well-rounded. It's hard to deal with. So even if he's like down 1k, maybe he's fine, but I don't know. I think it's just the safe pick that everyone has been doing. They sure want to win, you know. It's very competitive. It's a tournament. There's a freaking $2,000 prize pool, so
there's money on the line.
There's money on the line. So they're just going for the safest pick. And wow, I can't keep getting those votes in because I cannot believe how even it is. Oh my god. That's insane.
What even is it?
It's in Darth Noob and Chloe. Chloe Box definitely has amassed a bit of a following ever since that match against Poland, because she kind of plays very different. She had a very different kind of opening that everyone does on Caustic Finale, and she was able to out-tactic one of the kings out there, one of our king tacticians, which is Poland, especially in live.
Of the live pool, yeah.
Yeah, so I think she definitely, I don't know, people definitely loved that game and want to see more of Chloe. Then she lost against Darth Noob, doing the same opening, kind of showing Darth Noob that he's here to win. He's the positioning master.
He's done the research.
Yeah, but he's so patient. Like he doesn't get into brawls. Like he's very positional. He plans in advance. It's crazy. And all being in live, right? You don't have a lot of time. He's just that good.
I have definitely seen these names before, especially in both games and the Discord server, but I've never directly interacted with either of them from what I can remember.
Okay. Wow. Okay, so let's close the poll now. And now that the votes have swung a little bit more towards Darth Noob. Okay. So, okay, 2/3 of people think that Darth Noob is going to win, and Chloe 35%. Okay.
Wow.
I think in this map, I would favor Darth Noob. Just we've seen how good he is with positioning. But maybe Chloe can surprise us with a different kind of opening. Something that puts her in the lead, and maybe she can hold on to it, something like that. We'll have to see.
Yeah, that's the reason I love live games, because there's like you can adapt so quickly, or you could like not adapt quick enough, and then something will just catch you completely off guard.
Totally.
So are we just gonna have the repetitive Olaf music
We're gonna
playing
have the
this
repetitive
entire
Olaf
game?
music.
Or you could put it to random, and I personally prefer random.
I don't. I just kind of don't like it. Start playing any kind of music.
That's fair. That is fair.
I just have the music like really low. So
Yep.
again, you guys in the chat, let me know if I have to change some volume faders, music lower or something. I can't select what theme goes on. I hope it'd be nice if this got expanded or something, but yeah, it is what we have now. I do like the sound effects of the vehicles moving around, which, fun fact, I helped with that. I helped with the unit sound effects.
Sorry, Surthgoof, I hate Grimm's theme song.
Wait, Grimm theme is pretty good. What are you talking about?
No, I absolutely despise.
What?
Hot take! If I had a music tier list, Grimm's at the bottom. Grimm is at the bottom.
Wow.
I do not like his theme song.
The Grimm disrespect.
No, I respect Grimm. I respect Grimm. I've never played against Grimm Guy or Grimm Girl, but I believe they have it. But no, Grimm's theme song is terrible.
Wow. That's insane.
Let's move on. All right, I'm getting a lot of hate here, so we gotta.
I think the chat is gonna get mad at you for that.
I am owning it. I do not care.
Oh, we even have Grim Girl, so I forgot. You have just disrespected the theme of Grim.
If I get a match request from either Grim Guy or Grim Girl, I'm sending you that replay. Because there's backstory to this. There's lore. What's my favorite theme song? We Will Prevail by Will.
Oh, is that from Days of Ruin?
Days of Ruin?
Come on. the Days of Ruin propaganda.
So
no.
All right, well, we have Olaf here, which is a kind of a mid theme song. I would prefer it over Grimm's, honestly. But player one is Chloe Box.
Yeah. So okay, let's get into the game. I think we're ready.
So It That Betrays. This map kind of caught me by surprise, honestly, because the two bases that are close to each other I thought would be the strong side, but then I saw there was like some, greater accumulation having that soloed base and that middle base joining together. Mm-hmm. This map feels like a lot of COs have the viability. Like you said Sammy is pretty good. You said Max also has a chance. Eagle and Olaf, you said, are usually pretty good. And
the
for tier one
so
as
funny,
well,
sorry.
I am owning it. I am owning it. I have yelled fire in a movie theater, and I do not care. I will be known as the Grimm theme song hater. I do not care. So man, I think you might need a different co-caster for future videos. It That Betrays, I like it because it feels like almost every single CO has viability. Like I've seen people play Javier on this map because you said indirects were good.
Yeah, for sure. I think Kindle here should be really strong as well. We saw a lot of fighting in this area here, but we have another Olaf mirror. So
let's go.
Let's see what we get ourselves into. So we have game 2 of Chloe Box against Darth Noob, where Darth Noob is 1-0. And we have another Olaf mirror. We have Chloe on the left with the gray sky against Darth Noob in the right in the blue moon.
It's kind of funny to think about how Olaf technically counters Olaf, because while the global damage is what people usually think about, the snow is also another huge factor to why games would go a certain way. But Olaf just ignores the penalty of snow, and I'm surprised we haven't seen a Drake and a city skip as well.
This is some Chloe Box gaming right here. Already a city skip. Maybe trying to go for this. No, I think she's trying to rush the mountain city.
I think the mountain city is a lot safer.
Yeah, and this one is very contested. If you don't get it early, it's hard to flip. And I think later on, it's more favored towards this base rather than this one. So that's going to ensure that she gets the city. There's no way for Darth Noob to interrupt it. Maybe catching him a little bit off guard. Hopefully it doesn't delay or affect Chloe Box's tank order. Not sure what the tank order is on this map.
one of two things happens when it comes to city skipping. Either they have something planned out, or they are just being really greedy and it falls apart. But at this caliber of a tournament, I feel like almost every time we see some sort of city skip, it is absolutely calculated.
For sure. I mean, there's a few out there that still do things out of vibes, you know? There's a few players.
Yes. Yes. So looks like at the bottom here, Chloe Box is contested when they try to capture the city. They're probably going to do the same thing. Darth Noob is probably going to do the same thing, capture that city behind the mountain. But if they choose not to, then Darth Noob has the chance to interrupt the caps by either of those two cities on the lab. So we'll see. We have the first tank coming from Darth Noob on that top side. So let's see how Chloe Box responds here.
Oh, I think actually this city skip is going to affect Chloe Box's funding, because she's going to spend 9k this turn, leaving her with 1, and then she's going to get 7, so that's going to leave her at 8. So she can do the tank chain for the ABBA, but she's going to have to base skip. So maybe it's worth it, but she can forego this capture with this guy, put it over here to then contest this city from the mountain, while this guy goes to like capture this or something.
That is true. There's also the potential for artillery, unless they planned an artillery opening.
For sure.
If they built an artillery now, the next turn they could have a tank. So, it looks like Chloe Box is gonna. Nope, they go for the infantry and
and actually not sending this one towards the back. That's crazy.
Yeah, maybe that. Oh man, that middle infantry has a lot it can do in the middle base. For Chloe Box.
This one.
Yeah, it could try to go for that city at the bottom in 3 turns, but in 2 turns it can go for either the comm tower or that city in the middle. I feel like the comm tower is already, someone already has that job for that up top, so we'll see what Chloe does with that infantry.
I do think that Chloe's gonna need a tank over here. You have this tank pressure over here, right? So if maybe this tank would have been made over here, then it would have been a little bit better, I think. I'm not sure that she needed this other tank. I think it's mostly just to protect this guy, forcing Darth Noob to go backwards for this capture. So not even interrupting, not even going for this, going for these. But I think Darth Noob is comfortable in this. He is very, slow burn, positional, gets into a board that favors him. And we see like the difference in their playstyles, right? Like very different. Darth Noob and Chloe playing very differently already from the get-go.
Yes.
She definitely needs to base skip here. But you can't unless you put this infantry over here in this road. Okay, yeah, perfect. So now, wow, look at that! This tank covers both of these guys. That's crazy.
Advanced coverage, as you call it. It surprised me how I don't see a lot of people go for that. It looks like Chloe at the bottom is going for that chain capture with that infantry by the lab.
Oh yeah. She's gonna
go
backwards.
It can do that the next turn.
Wow, what a strange opening by Chloe. It's very interesting, and I think it's working out. Let's see if the base skip is not gonna, sting her back later. So we'll have to see.
Yeah, and I'm honestly surprised that there's some players that would think that far infantry on the top is not protected by the tank at all, because its movement is not in the infantry range, even for that infantry on the city. But all it wants to do is just protect where it's vulnerable, and that infantry is only vulnerable on the roadside. And Darth Noob acknowledges that, and so they decide to pull back here.
Yeah, but he also has to pull back and defend this infantry from this tank, because he made one down here. So this tank from Chloe is kind of putting a threat in many places. So he was forced to make a tank here to protect these infantry. Although she can get a free hit from over here. Not that it would do too much, but maybe it would secure her from getting the city. All in all, I'm liking Chloe Box's opening here. That's crazy. I don't think anyone has done this kind of opening, skipping this, rushing this.
Yeah, it's like Chloe Box is, no pun intended, thinking outside the box. If you're thinking, base skipping bad. These units are exposed, but no. but no, yeah, I have a friend that thinks base skipping is just a war crime. If I'm being honest with you. But
I mean,
sometimes a base skip might actually work out. In fact, I actually had a Global League game recently where I accidentally base skipped, but that meant that I got a tank out earlier and I was able to protect some of my units. And in the long run, maybe that's why she might have picked Olaf, because Olaf doesn't mind taking time. You know, if they're behind even a little bit, they could still come back using their power. So it might just be like, oh, I have a later game CO. I could probably afford this kind of opening.
Oof. And now, I think this is totally fine by Darth Noob. Now the tank getting trapped. So the extra greed there from Chloe Box to get that little free hit. It is gonna mean, and I think she can go for a first strike here, but she's gonna be fighting within one turn of the space, so she's not gonna win that brawl. And even look at Darth Noob coming back.
Right there.
This is crazy. He's going for this capture, and now she has to use this tank to stop that flip, attacking from a plains where he can attack back from this lab. I mean, it is from one base, one turn from this base, but looking tricky. Darth Noob finding his way around to come back, gonna set up a defense over here to defend this. I think it was looking nice for Chloe to try to get both of these mountain cities, but perhaps this one was too greedy, no?
Yeah.
So is she gonna stop this capture to interrupt or use the tank? I think you probably just interrupt this and then send the tank to attack the other tank. She's gonna first strike.
No, are they gonna first strike both tanks?
Ooh,
they are.
Wow.
And they're just gonna completely let go of that capture.
I don't like when people do this though, but okay.
Okay, so what is that? That is 700 to that, 700 gold to that tank, and like 300 gold for that infantry.
Yeah, but not having a full health infantry to capture this is gonna hurt.
It can no longer protect that. But look at Chloe; they have an accumulation of tanks on their two base spot on the left side.
Again too.
They skipped again. Wow, Chloe's insane.
That is insane. I mean, is this gonna work out for Chloe in the end? The hyper greed worked out a little bit. I think this is not gonna work out for her because that was like a 2-to-1 trade. Not good. This is maybe fine. So wow, it's gonna pull back.
Yeah.
He's gonna set up a defense here. Maybe even an attack onto this city since there was no tank. It's gonna force a tank from Chloe over here to the top. Ooh, and the artillery to support this to maybe try to flip this or defend these two cities.
Exactly. Wow, whoa. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
I gotta start watching these guys play more.
I mean, that's why we have this tournament, no?
This is a spicy game.
We get to watch these people play. It's amazing.
Yeah, especially watching with a live chat.
Yeah.
Who probably hates me now. I'm down for it.
The grim defamation.
The grim defamation. I respect Grim as a CO, but it's more the player behind the CO.
Ooh.
And yeah, I'm sorry.
This trade is going to be really nice for Darth Noob though. Look, boom, boom, gets another attack there. Okay, that I'm not very sure of, but he's going to go to attack from the mountain again. The only thing is that he's not going to have a lot of infantry to cover the arty, right?
Yeah, no infantry to cover the arty, no infantry to capture the city in 2 turns. And wow, that is... You know, I noticed in this map there is a lot of like brawls that happen really, really closely to the to the bases there. Mm-hmm. Could we possibly Chloe Box save some money?
Oof. Going for the flip here.
See a medium tank? Is a medium tank ever possible for Chloe as an option here?
Yeah, medium tank by here.
What are you gonna do with those other tanks? It's like there's not a lot of pretty terrain for them to attack through.
Yeah, not liking this position for Chloe now in this area. Very low unit count, tank
16
count.
16 to 24.
Yeah, there's just too many kills. I think this attack over here at the north that we were very excited about, not very favorable for Chloe. And now, okay,
What
look,
about the?
she's not going to
I'm
interrupt the
looking.
capture, so Darth Noob is going to be ahead on income next turn.
Yes.
And as the charge goes up, that's going to be massive. Because once those Winter Fury start rolling, although she
Ooh.
has some counterplay, she's trying to get this flip over here. So maybe, and there you have the medium tank that you said. Okay.
All right, I kind of like this. One tank is probably going to die, that 5 HP tank, but that 5 HP tank on the city is actually going to be might actually be okay, unless there's just way too many overwhelming units that just gets that double tank kill. But would those tanks want to risk being that close to a medium tank? Darth Noob cannot build their own medium tank unless they choose to base skip like Chloe has. They possibly could afford to do that because Chloe, from what I've seen, has base skipped twice already.
Yeah.
So it's very likely that Darth Noob may just be comfortable enough to base skip. That's going to get hit. And that infantry is gonna hit.
Wow, he's gonna take all the tanks, just lowering that unit count. And it's like,
and Darth Noob is gonna take the lab as well.
Wow. And the medium tank on this side, it's not even as a response to his medium tank. I mean, it could in 2 turns, but this medium tank is gonna shoot at 1 tank, but Darth Noob was able to clear like 3 tanks this turn. So even if this medium tank gets a free shot, like it was still favorable for Darth Noob.
Yeah, a Grim Girl, I'll explain what I mean by that later. But right now we're just... that artillery is... You can kill that 2 HP, but if you're going in for that artillery, you're exposing to yourself to that medium tank and possibly 2.5 other tanks.
And the global damage that is coming very soon. Like
yeah,
literally this turn or the next one, we're going to have Winter Fury. So you have to pick your fights correctly now.
All the losses that Chloe's been taking does get them slightly closer to their power, and that might be the comeback mechanic that they need. But in my personal opinion, it's just looking really, really dire for Chloe Box.
Yeah, it definitely is. Like that's a nice little shot, but
the best move. Oh, okay then. All right, there you go, Chloe.
Clear.
Find back a little bit.
But Darth was gonna get this city, so that's gonna put him in the lead. And
if they get that city and Chloe Box doesn't see that they could go for that lab back there, that's going to be really scary.
Oh, I don't think that Darth Noob can get Winter Fury this turn. So I think Chloe might be the first one.
Could it be what she needs?
Maybe. Okay, he's going to start that couch actually. Oh, this is a deadly attack too. Like artillery over here, join these 2 infantries to have a full HP one. I don't think you even need it. You can just put that 9 HP. I don't think there's a way to clear.
Yeah.
Just gonna injure the infantry. Doesn't even go for the lab cap.
It doesn't go for the lab cap. Might not even be possible. Those infantry have better things to do. I think they're like, all right, we see enough forces on that bottom side for Chloe. We're just gonna swap over to the top, and possibly waiting for it's getting awfully classy in here, says Semi. Indeed, it is getting classy.
Getting a free shot onto an infantry. I think this is a force that you have to respect. There's nothing that Chloe can do about this. I think, can you even do something about it? I think maybe you just have to go and attack this area, right? Like your counterplay is going to be not go into this, but try to mirror the damage and try to flip these properties instead of these.
Yes.
I don't think she can get Winter Fury.
So Chloe was able to secure their city up top at the very least, but that means that Darth Noob was also able to get the city at the bottom as well.
Yeah.
And she sent 1 infantry back because she does not want that lab to be dealt with. Another medium tank. And no base skipping this time at the very least.
No, but she joined tanks to get extra funds to be able to get that. Just like losing a lot of unit count, right? And crazy, they're respecting the others' Winter Fury so much. They're like positioning so far back. They're like, well, I don't want to get into a brawl in where the other one gets a Winter Fury onto me first. So they're respecting that a lot. He's probably gonna joint cap that. Oh,
are we gonna see any tank sacks? I don't think that's a good idea.
I don't think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
I think Darth was just very comfortable. He has the income lead. He can deny Chloe from getting these. He would need a medium tank over here to stop this medium tank from wreaking havoc. Maybe an artillery. He's not going to have that, but he's also putting a threat here. Like, he's not only ahead, he's also keeps putting more pressure. So Chloe has to send a tank and an infantry to stop this.
One small thing I do want to say, that at the bottom, that infantry standing by the forest, Darth Noob in the middle.
This one?
That one standing by the forest. It actually protects that infantry that is behind the mountain, because the infantry behind the mountain can interrupt the capture of that neutral city. But it could have been hit by a tank, but because that infantry is there, not only could it threaten to interrupt that capture, but it also protects that other infantry behind the mountain. It's a cute little thing I noticed.
But now, and that's exactly what what Chloe's gonna do over here. And also having this infantry, the one that's finished these caps, is now gonna be in range of this. But I don't really like it because this guy is gonna first strike that. But I guess it's kind of, it has to like either go into interrupt this or attack this guy. Oof. This is, I just kind of like Darth Noob position more unit count. Now we have another medium tank. I know Semi is going to be very happy about the amount of medium tanks we're seeing.
Semi is very happy, although, hey, I know I already said that Grim comment, but should I make a medium tank comment or no? I'm just going to say, I'm not going to say,
maybe wait for that next one.
Say anything. I'm just catching smoke in this stream. I'm just catching, but
I think we might see the Winter Fury right here. Look at that charge. That single tank attack is putting Darth Noob like 300 charge away, so 100% goes for that first strike.
And yeah, there you go. Boom, there it is.
We have the Winter Fury. Another base kit by Chloe as well.
Yeah, and there's a copter coming from Darth Noob.
Yeah, no anti-air build. He also got this flip this turn, so that's 18 to 15k difference. Darth Noob can start spamming medium tank double infantry. He can make copter tank infantry. He'll still have to pay for some repairs this next turn, as he's going to position some units in cities. Look at that. He's going to put this tank back there, this one over there, put the medium tank on the sea so it's healed up. Nothing that Chloe Box can do here. Look, 8 HP medium tank against another 8 HP next turn on a city with an artillery behind it.
If they can even get the charge to begin with.
I mean, I think for sure,
they
right?
Probably
it's not that much.
What is that? Oh, okay, that's like 1700.
It's crazy though that Darth Noob got the super first, being so ahead on value as well. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, now they got the counter super.
That's the counter super. The global damage is gonna take that out.
This is no Black Storm, so we're not gonna be having any healing.
She's gonna try to capture these. I think she might get this one.
Yeah, she might actually get it. What about the blue city?
Finally, the anti-air response, but she cannot attack over here. This is an impenetrable force.
No.
Yeah,
and
she
nothing's being Okay, now that tank is being repaired, but that medium tank is not being repaired at all. Chloe's just trying to hopefully get that front shift going towards the bottom side.
And Darth is gonna start pressuring this CD now. Look at that.
They are
Joins to have a full HP one for next turn, blocking with a single 1 HP infantry so that this guy doesn't injure this guy.
They are trying to reap the rewards right now. So that medium tank is probably good enough to start front shifting, and that 6 HP infantry in the back of Chloe's lab is just really trying to be annoying. But the lab isn't captured yet, so Chloe doesn't have to worry about it too much. I think for the backside, Chloe's just gonna have to worry about all the cities that they're gonna go through.
This copter is so annoying as well. No, it's right here in the middle. Look how many areas it can go to. This anti is not gonna be able to chase it around. Like, do you send it down here to protect your medium tanks? Do you send it to the top? I think you have to send it down here. Like, she has to flip these two things.
Or buy another one. But if they do that, then they can't afford. Then they can't afford an infantry if they buy a tank. They might have to join some units.
Yeah, or anti-artillery infantry. She does have 3 medium tanks, so at least she is outclassing Darth Noob, right? She has the style points.
But there's artillery there. The classic little medium tank counters.
Gonna first strike there.
You know what? All right, I'm just gonna catch the smoke. I think Neo tanks are better.
I mean, they are, right?
I love you.
They have better stats, but they are more expensive.
Semi, but they are more expensive. I love you, Semi, but I'm more of a Neo tank kind of guy.
Is this a guaranteed flip though by Chloe?
Man, there's that medium tank can be attacked by 3 angles. Wait, how many points is the that blue city capture?
4. You need 2 attacks.
Yeah.
I think it
so.
may be
That
guaranteed.
medium tank is gonna be hit by 3 different sides, but it's not gonna be like anything dangerous.
I think you can take it out though. Copter, medium tank,
medium tank, and that's an 8 HP medium tank too.
I think
and it's on a road.
I think that's exactly what he's gonna do. Medium tank. Wow, didn't even need the tank.
No, didn't even need. Yeah, exactly. Didn't even need the tank. Goes for the sack. And can he bring it down to 3?
Wow.
Oh my
Just
goodness.
enough damage to get down to 3. So it's not gonna go through, and now he's gonna also start capping this. Again, he has the lead on every count, but he still is gonna keep putting the pressure to try to guarantee. And that is also gonna be guaranteed. There's no way for Chloe to interrupt this capture.
No. Watch that artillery move near that medium tank, and then put a medium tank in that choke point.
Oof, I
would love to see that. Yeah, right there. So it can only be attacked from one side instead of 2.
Right here.
Artillery right there. Oh wow, another artillery. See, all the classy oh man, I really would have loved to see the other side. All the classy medium tanks. It's like we've only seen 1 air unit this game.
Yeah, and it's already at 7 HP.
Well, to be fair, it took Winter Fury.
Yeah.
Okay, so that anti-air cannot reach. Whoa.
Oh, fighting into the range of the artillery.
Whoa.
So we're gonna clear the medium tank, but fighting
in range of the artillery. There's 2 artillery.
The artillery and this medium tank as well. It can wrap around and hit this one over here. This one can shoot it.
Exactly.
I think this is it. Like
this is desperado here.
Yeah, like it was not looking good for Chloe at all, but I think this is it. Like this next turn by Dark Noob is just gonna seal the deal. I mean, good a run here by Chloe Box, but Dark Noob just showing that he's a master at live.
A dangerous son of a gun.
He's pretty low on time, right? He has like 2 minutes 40, but he can now commit so many mistakes and he'll still be ahead. Like it's gonna be, he just has to completely blunder massively for Chloe to bring this back. She is gonna get that first second Winter Fury, but the army difference is massive.
Chloe doesn't get any healing. This isn't a Black Storm.
Right, I mean, it's going to do global damage, but she has no medium tanks now left. So no response to this medium tank. Darth Noob just accumulating artillery as well. So he's going to be able to clear this, start putting some pressure on this city, maybe even the lab next turn. Hell, even the base, maybe, in a few turns. Okay. Here comes...
Okay, if there's anyone that has... If there's any advantage that Chloe has, it's time.
Yeah.
You know, Chloe can afford to take a couple minutes while Darth Noob is just going to have to swing or adapt on the fly here.
I just don't think that she can bring it back. Like
19 to 15.
She's had a good fight, but
that's not a guaranteed cap at the bottom. There's a Winter Fury that could just say no.
Exactly.
And that medium tank is in range of artillery, so might not even need to shoot the medium tank. Shoot that 8 HP tank. Or it's going to be a 6 HP tank after the power.
The poor Copters has been hit by double Winter Furies.
hey, that Copter's a soldier, okay?
It's flying through the winters.
It clearly doesn't live in southern United States.
Gonna finish off. Whoa!
Oh no, that actually.
Wow!
Wait, no. I think that was already low. So it was like at like 0.1 HP.
Exactly.
So but you could just blow on it and it would have fallen over. That is a huge loss.
The style points there. Just taking out your 1 HP medium tank with a 1 HP tank. That was funny. Even this one. Wow.
Even that. At what point does something optimal just start to become disrespectful?
And this is like a roll because I'm pretty sure this is like 0 to 1%. So this was a roll to kill it, to do that 1 HP.
Oh, roll. Yeah, that is true. But yeah, it doesn't kill. Winter Fury global damage doesn't kill anything. It just puts them down to like the lowest possible point of survival. And wow, using the anti-air to, because that copter is only at 4 HP, and now Chloe has their own copter and a medium tank. So would Darth Noob have to pull back on that side? I mean, I feel like they're already so far ahead. They just need to hold what properties they have now.
Yeah, it's just I think Chloe Box at this point knows she's lost, but she doesn't resign very quickly. She likes to really take it to the limit. We've seen it before in their previous match, Darth Noob against Chloe, trying to go for some big Hail Marys, but I think that's what she's doing, just gonna take it to the limit.
I absolutely respect that.
Yeah,
I've had several games myself where I wanted to resign, and then I'm just like, wait, I won this game? What? Really?
Yeah, but
okay,
at a certain level, that's just at the high level, top level, even it's like once the advantage is big enough, you can't really rely on them making mistakes, right? Or big enough of a mistake.
That tank lives at 1 HP, but there would have been no follow-up.
It's just
day 19. What's the day limit again?
25.
20. Okay, it was like 25 or 30. It's one of those two.
Just winning at the top.
That artillery there.
Winning at the bottom. That copter is not gonna get taken out, but he'll have an anti next turn. This copter has been through everything. This copter, he said it was a soldier. Like
how many kills does that thing have?
It's still alive. It's still shooting at things at freaking 3 HP.
I want to know the exact number of health that it has. In Tiny Wars, it actually shows you the health from 0 to 100. That thing's probably at like 31 or something, or 29, one of the two.
Oh, Chloe still is gonna keep fighting on.
Okay, wait, hold on. That's a good hit. But it doesn't deal with that other. Yeah, GG's.
But she realizes that it's not gonna be enough. She does have 12 to 22 units. She does have the time. That's the only advantage that she had. But at this point, the income disadvantage, the tempo in general, she was losing here. I think Darth Noob could also flip this city in a few turns. There was just no way that she could flip enough properties to bring the game back.
Yeah. To give Chloe some credit, the opening that they went for probably would have caught many other players off guard. What the heck is this? Who's activist? I don't know who this is. Someone just joined the VC. Activist Victor.
Is it messing with the thing? No. Okay.
It isn't, but we're streaming right now, so could you please leave? Or if you want to stay and be muted, then sure. But
yeah, no, muted is fine. Yeah. But I was gonna say, like, well, you were saying the opening. So let me change the music before people go crazy with the change of the music. But
okay.
I think that opening by Chloe was so good. It was so solid. It did come at an expense, but this right here, this turn was beautiful. Everything was covered. She got this city. She had denied this city. Perhaps this tank could have been made here, but even then, this was still looking good. I think this turn is where she got a little bit too greedy, where she went for that hit here, and this capture that wasn't really going to go through. Like, this is going to sacrifice here, and then these infantry are going to be in range to keep interrupting. So I think maybe Chloe could have been a little bit more patient over here, save this infantry, save this tank, and then deny the city with an artillery, something like that, because she was doing so well. But man,
they just what Chloe did at the top would keep them even, but trying to go for that city at the bottom their tank got trapped, and yeah, unfortunately, that is yeah, it just started to kind of snowball from there because that tank is trapped. It's gonna get hit by another tank, and that infantry is probably gonna die. They're just gonna start losing units and momentum at this point, and they already base skipped, so it's just gonna like slowly snowball, no pun intended, out of Glorybox's hands.
Yeah, even if you consider like these 2 units of Chloe would have stayed back, this infantry could have been in range to interrupt this capture, so she didn't have to interrupt this own capture, which stayed neutral for like the rest of the game. And she could have this tank as well to put some pressure. So those 2 units in the very beginning, like she did go for those first strikes, but losing that tank hurts. This was kind of fine, but starting to lose unit count in this area was not very good.
Well, yeah, defense does reduce luck damage, Joe. I don't know exactly how it works, but I guess it's just like you're more vulnerable with you're just more vulnerable when you have no defense. So it would make sense that if luck would scale up or down depending on the defense. But yeah, with Glorybox's opening, if she hadn't gone for that city at the bottom, she would have gone even. In income. Maybe they didn't want to do that, but being even is better than losing 2 units.
I think she would be ahead because she could keep this city denied by having an infantry here and kind of interrupting from the mountain.
Because she had artillery can sit on that forest.
Exactly. Oof. But
yeah, that is
good. Great effort by Chloe there. Both games against Dark Noob were bangers for sure. But Dark Noob just being like, no, even after odd starts or like being a little bit off on the start by Dark Noob, getting caught off guard by these weird openings by Chloe, which props to her for coming with these like non-meta openings. And yeah, just proving that he is definitely one of the top live players, I think. So this puts him guaranteed in the main event because he beat Poland in the set. And now he's beaten Chloe 2-0. So he's guaranteed, he's now in the main event. It's going to be now up to Chloe and Poland. Their set. Whoever wins that set will be the second person in the main event and the other one will be out.
It's going to be exciting. I actually know enough about Poland, honestly.
How can I show you this?
Dun, 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 dun. I mean, it's Darth, so
I want to show you the points so you guys can understand what we're dealing with right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have our top 7 guaranteed, right?
So we have our top 7 exactly. There's one player left that needs to be decided. So Darth Noob just beat Chloe 2-0. So Darth Noob has the 2 sets. These guys, both Poland and Chloe, are at this -1 set wins. I don't know. It made a little sense to me this morning when I was doing this, but yeah, it's up to Chloe and Poland. Like, they're set for which Chloe won the first game. So Chloe does have the upper hand. So if Poland loses this second game, Poland is out, which would be massive because Poland is obviously one of the best live gamers out there, very well known.
So if we could please recap for Group A, we have DataFest and Raider El Caro Man.
Yeah.
For Group B, we have is it Starflash and Tordred?
Yeah, Starflash and Tordred.
Yeah, Starflash and Tordred. Group C, we have Deegis and Talos.
Yep, exactly.
Group D, we have Darth Noob. And we're trying to figure out between Chloebox and Poland who's going to be in the top 8.
Exactly. That is.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have organized this much better than I would have done. I just had a 32 player single elimination bracket.
Oof.
But the thing was, I was like, all right, I'll manage half these players, you manage half the other players. So I had like 8 games I had to look over. All right, you can set up the next game. I will be back because there's an animal in the house.
Oh my god. Okay. Go ahead. Go deal with that animal. But yeah, we do have we're gonna have right here. Oh.
Coco, no, Coco. Over here.
I think that should work. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna have, this is the game 2 between Chloe and Poland, guys. Chloe is up 1-0 against Poland. Yeah. I have to change the thing.
Oh, my eyes hurt looking at this.
Why? Because of the colors?
Yeah.
We can change the colors. Let's do...
Yeah, let the chat vote or something. I don't know.
Let's do black hole for Chloe.
Black hole makes sense for Chloe. Okay. All right,
so,
sure.
Game 2. So very important. Let's see what you guys think. This could be the last game of the qualifiers.
Dang, Grim Girl is on me tonight. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, that's right. I said I was going to explain. I guess long story short, I have beaten both Humida's and Kantan's Grim. I'm sorry for putting you on blast like that, Humida, but it's, like I said, it's the person behind. It's like there's got to be a master of Grim, man. Well, you definitely were winning a lot. Just that Sonya's counterattacks against Grim was pretty detrimental, and I have also beaten Kantan's Grim. And for some reason, one person thinks I'm Grim Guy.
I think everyone has been accused of being Grim Guy at this point.
Guys, I have a main account. I use a main account. Like, stop saying I'm Grim Guy. Also, any advanced anything, people like think I'm them. Like, I remember Kant Bay when we started talking and started playing together. He was playing a Global League game, and he started messaging me, telling me about how these attacks that were supposedly done by me were bad, and I'm like, what are you talking about? And then he sent me the link, and I'm like, that's not me, bro. that's not me.
That's funny.
There's also there's an advanced noob that some people have thought I was. There's an advanced Carlos, so now people think my name is Carlos now. It's just oh man, I am this close to changing my username.
I think you just need to play more. I think you need to play more Global League, so people see your name.
I did see some Global League. Play some Global League. I got burnt out. Unfortunately, I got burnt out. I'm still 1100 though. I'm still 1100.
Okay.
Overall elo. Okay. So enough of that tangent. Chloe Box and Poland. We had just encountered an Olaf mirror versus Darth Noob. So now Chloe Box is now in a Von Bolt mirror against Poland. This is going to be fun because defense is a lot better than offense, and the attack just doesn't simply cancel out a defense of another CL. That was your teaser. That is fun.
Okay, so again to recap. If Chloe wins, that's it. Poland is out. Chloe is into the tournament. This would be the last game of the qualifiers.
Oh yeah.
If Poland wins,
Chloe.
What's that?
You said Chloe had a win over Poland, right?
Right. Yeah, she is 1-0 against Poland right now.
Okay, so if Poland wins,
they go to game 3.
Then there's a game 3.
Yeah.
All right. So I know Poland. He values income over the other two stats, from what I've seen. He values income. Max, no, I'm. If I had $1 for, I'm not Grim Guy, okay? I don't even think I have Grim on my account. So I know Poland likes to prioritize their cities. Like they would interrupt their own captures just to interrupt another capture. Chloe, we saw tried an opening. Really was able to get like being even on income or maybe ahead of income, but their last game we saw that trying to be ahead really costed them some units. I have one game as Grim out of 411, just so you guys know. Sorry, but yeah.
Who do you think is gonna win here, Poland or Chloe? If you had to guess.
If I had to guess, man, I do not want either of these players to give me any smoke, but even despite the last game, I do feel like I like where Chloe's head is going. Okay. And if she has enough information on Poland that they're going to be very aggressive when it comes to interrupting caps, there might be a possible opening that Chloe has planned.
I'm sure, yeah.
Fun fact, Grim is the only CEO with one tower who can 2-hit KO Von Bolt on a city. That's funny.
Okay, I'm ending the poll. Let's see. I think it's a little bit lopsided.
74% Poland. Wow.
Oh, I didn't get the result. What does it say?
74% Poland, 25% Chloe.
Oh, yeah, very lopsided. So very favored for Poland. I think I do kind of favor Poland in this map. He's played it tons of times, so he knows the general flow of it. I don't know about Chloe if she's played this map. Maybe not as much as him. But yeah, we have a Von Bolt mirror. So repeating CO theme again. I'm sorry, everyone. That's how it is.
Okay, do not play Von Bolt's music. Please do not play. That is down there with Grimm's theme song, okay?
Oh, no.
Please do.
Disrespecting chat again.
Please do not pick Von Bolt music, please. I mean, like, I personally like the random, but... Oh, man. Although I will admit, I did lose to a Grimm because Grimm can interrupt Sammy caps, which is funny.
Let's get into this game, which is...
Of course, yes.
We're getting into possibly the last game of the qualifiers. Very exciting. So,
come on! I want to see some hype in the chat, guys. Come on!
I'm having the same. Moving. Oh my god, this is so annoying. Let me.
Isn't that doing the action again?
Oh. Yeah.
Darn.
Give me 1 second. I don't know why it's doing that.
Is it that hard to put? Okay, there are some parts of Grimm's theme song I will admit are decent, but the rest of it sucks.
Okay, there you go.
Sounds very goofy. The unfun kind of goofy.
I'm sorry, everyone, for the technical difficulties, but yeah, now we are ready. So.
All right, there we go. We're seeing some hype in the chat. I'd love to see that. I love to see that. I disagree with that, Surthgriff. So Chloe moves first. All right, building the infantry.
So yeah, we have the second game between them. Very important match. If Chloe wins, she is in. Poland is out, which will be massive. And Poland needs to win here to take it to a game 3.
How often do you see the airports being contested on Celeste? I've seen a couple games of Celeste, and an anti-air in one turn can interrupt the... we have a city skip. Mm-hmm. My prediction from Chloe Box here is that they're probably going to go for that city by the mountains, because I feel like that is on the right. Because I feel like that is very, very contested. Poland might see this and actually move an infantry to that bridge. Oh no, Chloe's just going for the capture chain up there, which is I can see that. But had Chloe had gone for that mountain city, Poland can just move that infantry on the bridge, and it can still capture 2 other cities if he chooses to do so. So looks like Poland is going to do their best to secure their airport. On the bottom right, Chloe's infantry moves forward. It could go for either city or airport.
Definitely the airport.
It's good to do moves like these because you always want to keep your opponent guessing. If you put yourself in a position where you give yourself multiple different options, it's gonna keep your opponent guessing. Yeah, like exactly like what we just saw from Chloe. They moved their infantry on the bridge and then it moves backwards to capture that city. So it's good to keep your opponent always guessing what you're going to do, and they also have to make sure they're flexible enough in order to get those captures. So we have our first tank here from Poland. No, first tank from Chloe actually.
This tank is going to be protecting this guy.
Yes.
But I think to answer your earlier question about the airports, as long as you send your first infantry towards this city and then towards the airport, there's no way to interrupt the airport.
Okay.
But some people will forget and they won't send that first infantry here, or maybe they'll go for this city and then like you can see how fast, right? It's very easy to, if you don't do that, it can get interrupted. Unless, I guess if you skip this city, you could possibly contest it.
Well, yeah, that's right.
But yeah, gonna interrupt there from the mountain. Brings the tank there to support, so it's okay, but you gotta be careful because artillery's coming. I guess Chloe's making an artillery on the left. Wow, okay, interesting. Probably to lock down the city mountain.
They're mirroring each other.
And we're just gonna move off. Probably attack with a tank.
So that probably.
Okay.
Say well.
I'm kind of surprised that. I mean, this is the second game we see on this map, but we've on both it being Von Bolt mirrors. Like no one's picking Hawk or Sasha or Javier. I feel like Javier could be really good here. I guess the problem is that you do get this com tower a little bit later, but still.
Just avoid combat for a little bit. And Chloe's going for that interrupt on the side there.
Yeah,
are we gonna see a whoa?
But I think this is okay. I mean, you're sacrificing a tank. There's no way to respond to support this tank. Just to. Oh,
never mind. Never mind.
Never mind. Never mind.
Just took my breath. Just took my breath away with that plug. Just this is why choke point. That choke point was my airway, and she just plugged it off for me. I have completely underestimated that move. That is actually fantastic.
Nice, very, very, very nice.
Very, very nice.
I'm still 100% sure that Poland is going to wrap around, interrupt this capture with a tank, and he can easily support it with his artillery. So,
and then that infantry is just going to have to prevent its capture. But there's another tank that can come down, so we will see. And we don't have any anti-air jet. Oh, exposed. Oh man, this tank copter opening always scares me, man, because there's only one tank versus two tanks, and yeah, you have a copter, but there's enough time to build an anti-air there. So just moves like that really scares me. But I have a lot of trust in these players. I strongly believe they know what they're doing. They've most likely planned this for a long time now.
Skipping that com tower cap to get this city, but overall
it's
here,
safe. They can get away with that com tower skip.
There's nothing that Chloe can do here. She has to pull back. When it's the last thing, you know she's thinking about it. Do I attack it? Do I attack it? It's tempting.
Do I attack it? Nah. I think I'm like that too, honestly.
And the infantry, okay, he's gonna pull back. And now we're gonna start moving towards the middle. Like once these mountain cities are disputed, you know, then we start moving towards the middle. So now we're getting this capture. These are pretty contested. These 4 properties in the middle are pretty contested. So we'll see. We got a copter now. Here's gonna force an anti-air from Chloe. But she could just swing this copter towards the left and outchase that anti-air. But overall in this area, it's looking much better for Poland because he has so many vehicles. Double tank, artillery, anti-air. Chloe's just a little bit outnumbered in that vehicle count.
Yeah, it just looks better accumulated on that side.
At the same time, he has nothing over here, just a single artillery, and now another tank coming. Wow, didn't even make an anti-air. Oh, no, never mind. She's gonna make one now.
Wrong turn. That's gonna, it's safe.
Yeah, I think it's gonna block over here.
Unless that can
No,
kill.
Yeah, there's no way to clear. I don't think this can clear. This is a one bolt.
Okay, yeah, it is one bolt against a one bolt.
The artillery was kind of locking down that city, but now it's moved away. Gonna make an anti-air. No, doesn't have the fun. She did a copter, tank, infantry, base skip, so no anti-air made in response to this copter. They didn't even bring that other copter towards here.
Chloe with all these base skips, oh my.
I know. That's crazy. Chloe box base skipping. Although, to be fair, Poland does base skip a lot in live just to get that extra vehicle count early. But Chloe was just taking it to the next level, almost. Okay. Gonna go for that capture, which is a We
Bold
usually capped
capture.
by the one base. Like you can see here, Poland has it, and she doesn't. And now we're gonna start towards the middle, getting this capture. Gonna bring that artillery. Look at that, boom! That
Oh, protected.
invincible artillery right now.
Yes. Like, what did you do to these players, Humida? This tournament is making these players do the like most unseen things, for me at least.
I think you can still attack
it's
into
like-
this as Chloe though. You
Probably.
can clear with like tank infantry. You clear this infantry, and then you do like copter tank, clear this tank. Tank attacks this artillery. I'm not sure that it is a good trade in the end because then our anti-air comes in, takes out the copter. You got 2 tanks
And
for
that's-
striking the other tanks.
Yeah. Oh no, it wouldn't have mattered because it's already on that far side. So hold on.
That
Wait,
is
that
big.
might have been what Chloe wanted.
This is literally
Wait,
what.
no, that anti-air can loop around. Never mind.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, she's
Yeah,
literally
it's
going to
gonna
do
attack
this.
on
Wow.
that side, attacks there, then hits the artillery, which is great. The
She's-
anti-air is probably going to die if it tries to kill the copter. That might be worth it for Chloe, though.
I mean, I think attacking from the city is really nice. So it's gonna be, you can only get 1 tank attack on it, and then you get attacked
Yes.
back by a tank. So that copter is just 100% dead. But maybe it's
Yeah.
fine. She can get an attack on this
Ooh.
infantry, perhaps.
Yeah,
But-
we already have the second anti-air from Poland, so I think Poland is more than ready to get rid of that first copter.
And we got the huge accumulation of infantry over here, kind of pointing at that city, but not. And I mean, it's a problem because she has no infantry over here, and these are gonna want to catch up. That would be really nice, but yeah, that's not gonna happen. I think if this artillery would have stayed over here, and then with the anti-air, maybe she can start pushing in this area a little bit and force Poland to make some vehicles on the one base. This is just very favorable for him, fading over here in the 2 base area.
Whoa. Do we have another wall set up?
Probably puts the infantry here.
We just might.
Thinking about it. Oh, actually going for the intro. Yeah, classic Poland. It
Go for
wouldn't
the
be him
intro.
if he didn't do that. So.
I mean, that artillery is at 3 HP, so it
Yeah.
might not be worth protecting. And also, if you could click on the Poland's copter, please. Yeah, putting anything in front of that copter wouldn't protect it. In front of that artillery wouldn't be protected by the copter.
I think this tank is also in range of this tank, so maybe Chloe can get an overall good engagement here if she takes out the
Yeah.
tanks. But you don't want to attack this
Yeah.
guy because that's in range of this base. So
Yeah, the only thing that's protecting that side of the map is that copter, so Chloe's gonna have to find a way to protect their copter. And unfortunately, that's not gonna kill. No hit on the anti-air. Chloe needs to make sure that this anti-air does not break through and hit that copter.
okay, actually it does send another tank to finish that off. I wasn't sure. I don't think that is good though. You're finishing off a 4 HP tank, and now you're gonna let Poland attack from his own city, and she makes a Neo tank. This is what this map can do. This amount of income. So
Yeah,
it's protecting this single tank right here.
we got the ground files.
And she, yeah, like after all that, she is having the tank numbers, right? She lost a copter, but now artillery is gone, a few tanks are gone, and there's only 1 tank from Poland that can do damage to these tanks. You can send this copter, but it can get attacked back by this copter, so not bad by Chloe, and making a Neo tank in response because then Chloe can start clearing anti-airs with it. So it's gonna force Poland to making something to respond to that Neo tank.
Yeah.
But I think it would actually force Poland to making a Neo tank from this base. That would be the perfect answer. Because he does have the anti-air, right? He doesn't need anti-air. He has 2 and a copter. He just needs a Neo tank from this single base. And then he's good. And they're kind of fighting over here in this area to go for this city. But we do have a tank from Poland, so Chloe doesn't have anything, not even something built. So she has to send a copter perhaps over here. There we go. Boom. Oof.
Didn't base skip for that.
Which side would you want to pick Advanced Warrior, if you were playing this, like, which one would you want to be right now? Would you want to be Poland? Would you want to be Chloe?
Oh man. Personally, Poland, because they kind of have the income lead, and also their army just feels more like bunched up together. Like more than Chloe's, but yeah. Don't Neotank.
You got the Neotank chain.
What I was gonna say is that, seeing how Chloe plays, she probably would wreck me.
Wow.
If she did openings similar to this.
What are these attacks she goes for? That's crazy. And
Yeah,
Captain
so-
not gonna go. So this tank is gonna attack for free. So kind of sacrificing, I think, 4 infantry by Chloe just to injure 2 infantry from Poland. So it's not gonna be a good trade for her. But yeah, the base kip Neotank chain for Chloe, and we're getting super close to those powers as well. So
She had the base skip. Chloe had 25 seconds from her last turn.
Yeah, I didn't even notice. She's so low on time.
I just noticed that she has to zip through it now.
Yeah, and
I think what Chloe's trying to do is she's trying to maybe maintain equal income, because that city on the right is guaranteed. She is going to get that city. So what she's trying to do is that she's trying to deny the mountain city because she herself doesn't have it, and she probably could go for it because it's on her 2 base side. So if she could fight to get that city, but also like keep that that other side busy, and whoa, that is a Neotank hit and a half.
We have the double
Going for
Neotank
an
chaining.
anti-air right in range of another Neotank. Chloe does have a lot of infantry they can wall with.
Just gonna get a bunch of first strikes, I think. All these infantry getting first strike.
A bunch of first strikes. This worries me though, because weakening your own infantry just makes them more vulnerable to first strikes. Also, there's an anti-air right there. There's a lot of first striking that is possible when Poland decides to use that anti-air to just break open a wall. But would that give Chloe a lot of charge though?
Do you think maybe Poland can get the super this turn with a Neotank attack and a bunch of other first strikes? Maybe? Like Neotank on Neotank gives you a ton of charge.
A Neotank on Neotank violence.
I think that's what he's gonna try to go for. If he can get that first super, then it's gonna look so good.
Oh my god, that jump in power! I don't think she has it though.
Oh, I think maybe he needs a few tank attacks. I think he's gonna go for these tank attacks over here.
Wait, no, don't tell me.
He needs to get that super.
He's
gonna sacrifice the tank. And boom!
Exactly.
Look where it landed.
No.
Oh my god!
Oh, that is so painful.
That's it. That's a GG right there.
And Chloe only has 2 minutes.
There's nothing that Chloe can do. There's nothing. There's no vehicles that she can move. Literally, this single medium tank can't attack anything. This guy is injured. This guy is almost dead. She can pretty much only move infantry. I mean, she'll zap here as well. And okay, Advanced Warrior is gonna join us back in a second. Oh wow, that was like insane. And we have more Neotanks coming. I'm sorry, Chloe, but I don't know what she can do here. She is gonna drop that. Okay, gonna join. And okay, it lands over here, which is pretty nice, but still there's a few more. You got this one safe, you got this tank and this tank, they're all safe. Oof.
Yeah, Poland still has vehicles that they can move.
Yeah, exactly. He can still defend. Wow, she's gonna make a bomber. I mean, I love bombers.
Classy bomber here.
Gonna keep attacking there, but that city is gonna go through. And those extra stats as well from Von Ball when he gets the super. Oh, it hurts so much.
They both have those extra stats.
Man.
Now Chloe has the extra stats, but
you know why the bomber buy? Because Poland can attack this Neotank now onto this one, and so she wanted something bigger of a response than just a medium tank, so she made a bomber to be able to take it out. I think it's good. I mean, also
that is true.
She could take out this anti-air, and then there's no anti-air from Poland, so maybe the bomber can bring back the difference of the Neotank game. Like, Chloe's so down in that number that maybe that can help out.
Yes. Also that.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
I was gonna say,
respecting
sorry.
the bomber. Clearly respecting the bomber.
Respecting the bomber. That artillery is gone though, so I could have gotten a hit. That's a third Neo tank
I
component,
know.
by the way. Double anti-air.
And getting the mountain city, Poland getting that income lead, and now also threatening this one with 2 more infantry coming to support. Double anti in response to this bomber.
Okay, that does it. Could they secure it this turn?
Ooh, okay, gets the nice. Nothing dies.
I was thinking, like, what if the copter was used to block that one side of the mountain city instead of, like, put it there. Like, what can hit it? Maybe the other copter, but it probably won't kill.
Well, you can still hit it from the front, right? With this
Yeah,
infantry.
then put something else on the front, but that might be just losing too much value, though.
Yeah, I think you're losing too many units, and there's double Neo tank, so I think you can clear anything that gets there.
This is exactly what I was expecting. I see like 5 units with 1 HP in a Von Bolt mirror. Wow, that did 2 damage. Anti-air to the copter.
Getting the
And
interrupt.
that's gonna get interrupted. That's not a good first strike.
Horrible engagements right here.
Hey, but it's not a full HP, at least.
I'm just gonna clear
That could be
a lot of this infantry, which is still a pretty big deal, because if not, Chloe could just kind of use the big ball of infantry with some vehicle support and start to put pressure, but it's getting dwindled down. There's only 3 healthy infantry here on the left, not many more over here on the right, so it's gonna be hard for her to try to flip anything. It's on her clock really to flip stuff, because she is down a property.
Did that Neum tank just die?
No, I couldn't get the
no,
clears
Chloe.
and taps out. Wow.
Von
Man.
Bolt mirrors, am I right?
I think that super just was massive by Poland.
Yeah.
And
Honestly, I did not think that Poland was going to get that.
that's crazy.
Oh no, Chloe, I did want to mention Chloe was able to bank some time. I think there was a time where they had like 59 seconds, so they had like 3 minutes to play their turn.
Okay.
But yeah, but in the end, it's like it looked like Poland was the one who started using their time a little more.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go back to that turn when he got the power.
So let's see that super.
Yeah, that's
Wow,
super.
that's a very early super. Oh wait.
Now
No.
you have to go move up. Yeah, move down.
Day 12. I think it's around here.
Oh no, that's day 13.
It's right
yeah,
here.
from here,
Like,
it's
it was still
how
pretty
much
far
is
away,
needed?
but Neotank on Neotank, man, that gives you so much charge.
Yeah, it just boosted that whole thing.
And also seeing it, right? But he also had to sacrifice a tank.
Yeah, indeed. But that one tank, you could almost say that one tank technically just stunned that entire army.
Like,
So
he
it's
could-
like sacrifice a tank, stun a whole area of units.
I think he could probably get it with infantry fights, but he was kind of low on time, right? He had 4 minutes 44, so he was like, I'm just gonna throw this guy, get the super, make it land, and then I can get all those infantry attacks with the extra stats as well. So then she goes
Yeah.
boom, 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 boom. Also, just to
And
guarantee,
then-
because if not, you send a
and
bunch
then
of infantry, you don't get it. It's like better.
And
But-
then Poland spread himself out far enough to not stun all their vehicles.
Yeah, I wonder if perhaps Poland should have this Neo tank, if it should have stayed here, or like here, for example, and then the missile would land over here instead of hitting these guys. I think that might have been better, actually.
Yeah.
You see, but I don't know. Maybe he wanted these Neo tanks to be alive, because then it lands, and then she throws her. I kind of feel like it's better to paralyze these 2 Neo tanks and let these guys roam free, because they're not gonna get taken out. But I don't know. This is Poland we're talking about, so maybe I'm just wrong.
Yes.
But wow, GG. Do you think that was maybe the most pivotal, or maybe something from before? Let's see. think overall it was better for Poland in the beginning because he was able to dictate the fights over here in this area in the one base side of Chloe, and she had no infantry. And then she had a big ball of infantry in the left, but no vehicle support. She even front switched these guys over the right after this attack. And so then you have like 7, 8, 9 infantry doing nothing. There's 4 infantry, but a single copter is kind of zoning these guys out. If only this artillery would have stayed with the support of the anti-air, I think she could have started putting pressure on the city, maybe this one, forcing some resources from Poland, alleviating the pressure from this side for her.
I'm noticing a trend here, Humida.
What's that?
I'm noticing a trend here.
Okay.
Just a bunch of infantry on one front, but then all the vehicles are on the other side.
Yeah.
It may have not happened with every single game we've watched, but that kind of like that lack of synchronization can really turn a game around.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of things about Advance Wars that may just seem like you're winning, but turns out that it's like more impactful for like the long term. Like I remember I saw this one post on Reddit, and the guy was like, "Why do I keep losing? I have units all over the map," and I'm like, that might just be a problem, because they are all over the map. They cannot protect each other and just getting singled out one by one.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, this game has so much nuance, and that's why I love watching competitive games of it.
It is so much fun. But you know what this means, right? Poland winning, that's 1-1. That means we're going to our game 3, and now, yes, the last game of the entire qualifiers. This is going to be the last game. So whoever wins this third game is in the main event. I
wonder what map we're looking at.
So this map was picked by the staff. I think this one was picked by Content. He's part of the staff. Yeah, so the staff gets to pick the third map for them. It has to be a map that they haven't picked initially. So it is actually, I'm very excited to see this match. So, like, we've never had a match in this map in this tournament yet.
I remember this.
Let's do Chloe. Ooh, people are gonna get really mad at me for doing like opposite colors of these guys, but
I was thinking, what if you just made like Drake green and Lash black, because that's what they are in the story.
Yeah, but Poland is always red. He loves his orange star.
But what if Chloe always loves their red fire? Red and blue is a nice enough contrast.
Let's just do it like that.
Yeah, now. make a Chloe face left, please.
It's facing right.
The unit. I think they're facing right.
Okay, give me a second. I'll start a poll. But what do you think? Like, have you played this map before?
I played the fog version of it. Okay. And that's very different from the standard version of it. Yeah. I have seen games. I actually did a live commentary of a game on this map, and yeah, and I think the same principle still applies to the fog version of this map. There's that comm tower eventually is going to fall to the 2-base side, and I would not be surprised if we see a base swapping here, a base swap.
Okay.
So I think blue is just going to need to no, the 1-base side is just going to need to just safely get as much as they can, and then make sure that their army is spread out to capture properties towards the middle, because the neutral base is neutral, so it's going to take time before units can actually start flooding towards that center. So on that 1-base side, you want to hang on to it as long as you can, but you also want to make sure you're still getting the income on the more safer sides with the back properties and the properties in the middle.
Yeah.
But as for the matchup here, Lash makes a lot of sense to me, because he can benefit from early infantry fighting. In the Smacky Cup 1, a lot of people played Sammy, and it worked out for most of them. So the close enough CO, or the aggressive CO of tier 3, which used to be Kindle, which is now which is now Lash, makes a lot of sense. So I could probably see Poland just being very aggressive as much as they can, and Chloe is just going to want to try to hang back and make sure they get their super out and possibly swing the momentum of the game.
Yeah, this is definitely a very aggressive map, but it's very interesting because it can lend itself to either side. Like, it can be hyper aggressive in this area, which if people haven't noticed, this is like a foot soldier base, because you can only pump out infantry and mechs up from here. So you're gonna have to wait until this base comes online to then send vehicles. But there's so much income around the map that there's like many stages to this map. So I think that's why Drake can be a pick, or Andy. I think Andy should be a solid pick. But Lash is gonna try to bank on this area, try to win these fights, get like the double comm tower going, and then trying to, I don't know, overall win the board. But if Drake can get enough income, or Andy, for example, they should be able to be good in the more later stages of this map due to the high income, more powers and stuff. So yeah, plus these very forward airports as well. These are crazy.
Yeah, I know, right? And also the difference between the FOF version is that you can actually see what your opponent's trying to do. So if they're fighting for the middle, do you try to push the one base side? Or if they're very conservative and trying to hold their one base side, do you start fanning out in the middle? There's a huge difference when you can just see what the heck's going on everywhere on the map.
Okay, so which one would you favor here? Like, do you think Chloe or Poland?
I actually voted in the poll, and I still have faith in Chloe.
Okay. Wow, I can't believe the results of the poll. I'm gonna get your votes in. I'm gonna close it in 3, 2, 1. Okay, ended. It's like dead even.
Oh, last second. It was 50-50, but then when you closed the poll, it went 51-48.
Wow.
It was 50-50. Just had to close it a second sooner. All right, so
I mean,
we finally had
50-50. So very split amongst people who's gonna win here. This is crazy. This game, whoever wins this game is gonna be in the main event, and the other one will be out. And this is the last match of the qualifiers. Wow, that's insane.
Yeah. So thankfully we don't have a mirror match this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can actually play different music, and thank God no one plays Grim.
Not again.
Not again. I don't care. So
okay, let's start.
Let's begin.
Yeah, game 3 of Chloe Box and Poland. The last game of the qualifiers decided whoever wins this gets in. The other one is out of the main event. So very important match. And as you were saying, very cool to see a non-mirror here. So interesting to see what they have on hand. Already this map is crazy. Like you can see Penguin went forward instead of backwards cap. So we're gonna see some already early aggression here.
Yeah, it's better to at least secure some properties, not just fight for everything on the one base side.
Both infantry though?
That is interesting, especially since Chloe moved the infantry to the left. I would have preferred to move it on the right, because it can move towards the middle faster and start getting properties there.
Oh, going for the interrupt, but those Lash infantry are going to be really strong. And I'm not sure that you want to be doing this as a Drake in this map from the one base.
I don't remember saying anything about being hyper offensive on the one base side. No, I'm serious. Because like, look at that.
Yeah, mountain city silo. Like this is very nice for Lash. I think Drake would maybe be okay with giving this up, but then trying to deny this and then eventually get it, right? So because you don't want Lash to just have both comm towers for free.
They have only captured one city so far and one base.
Wow,
that's all they've captured so far.
Just
Poland has a city. Poland has a base. Poland's about to get another city. If Chloe was Lash in this situation, then I can understand. But oh man,
I don't know if the double infantry or triple infantry from the one base going forward over here by Chloe as Drake is something that helps her. She was gonna make a recon to defend this, but
that prevents the comm tower cap.
Wow, and even skipping this capture, I think Poland's gonna try to rush that airport. It seems like.
Yeah, I would rush it too.
And it's not even rushing on the right by Poland. I think he's being very patient, and I think this is the perfect way to play this map.
That's the right thing to do, in my opinion. Get the city that is closer to the middle, so then you can start moving there. Yeah, that's exactly that one. Have it closer, capture that one, so it's much closer to the middle. And yeah, do not go for that city. Do you know if Chloe Box plays any fog? A mech, wow.
I don't know. Yeah, the mech is a response to his tank because she doesn't have the funds to make a tank in response. But yeah. I guess she'll have 12k next turn. I feel like she's gonna be able to get these, but we'll see. I think Poland can probably step onto the city. No, I think Chloe should get these pretty easily, but Poland's gonna try to deny them.
I think those two properties are rightfully hers. So getting the artillery, so getting the comm tower, and fighting for it was not the best move.
Poland, like, I think playing very economically in the one base, and I think he really needs to do that. And maybe he can do that because Chloe has been so economic on the two base. Like, maybe she should have sent some over here to kind of get these, or kind of to contest them, force some infantry from Poland.
Oh. Mech attacks the 1 HP infantry. I kind of like that, actually. Puts them in a position a tile sooner.
You get the clear and then sit on the city, and then the mech there, but the mech is going to be unprotected.
But if you move it on the city, then the mech is exposed.
Yeah, I think you just leave it here on the city. And let's say the same here. Chloe's going to skip here to try to rush that airport. She has like very few infantry on the one base due to the fighting, due to all these non-infantry buys.
Exposed. The mech is exposed.
Yeah, she exposed the mech. Maybe really trying to rush this city. Oh wow, he doesn't even go for that. He's gonna take out that recon. Oof, and go start the
successfully does.
And like, this mech is not gonna do anything. Like, this tank can shrug that off. Oh yeah, shoot me with your bazooka. Like, I don't care. I'm just gonna heal up and take the mech out. So.
Yeah.
Oof. Not looking good for Chloe already. Maybe if she can stabilize,
will be like,
right? Stabilize.
That tank will be like Brad Pitt from Fury.
The what?
That tank was like Brad Pitt from Fury.
I haven't watched that.
Is it
a movie?
It's a very American movie.
Okay,
I'll just say that.
But I think, it's not looking good for Chloe. Maybe that rain can help her. She's making more vehicles or less infantry, but maybe that single infantry coming to this side is gonna help her get some caps. Already getting that artillery. You know how scary this is, right?
Oh yeah, Chloe is doing attacks that I think Lash should be doing, and Poland is doing some things that I think Drake should be doing. Are we sure that is not glitched or anything? I really feel like Lash should be the one that's more aggressive, but looking at the damage that's happening, it really is Chloe as Drake being aggressive on the one base side.
Wow, look at that. Poland can put that artillery on this city tile, and he'll be locking.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Wow, he doesn't go for it.
Oh, you mean the base lock?
Yeah.
Maybe he didn't see it. That might have been why.
You have to. Wow, that's crazy. He's gonna pass on that.
I think they want to protect the comm tower. They want to protect the comm tower infantry. But yeah, that is. Hey, I missed it too. So I don't blame Poland for this.
Our Lash artillery on the city, like, that's huge. Wow, missed opportunity there by Poland. I'm not sure what the thought process is there.
I'm pretty sure he just wants that city, wants that comm tower.
Yeah, but still. Now Chloe's gonna start pumping out some vehicles here on the right, try to get something going, a little mech response, a copter here, so now she makes an anti-air. Trying to really get that com tower, and yeah, can't even attack over here. Makes an infantry. I think this space is kind of lost now.
Yeah,
by Chloe. I don't see how she can salvage this. She would have to make an artillery last turn, like this turn, to then move it off or something, and then I don't know. Not looking good. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Boom.
That's near perfect.
Massive.
Builds a pre meditate?
Preemptive?
Anti-air. Preemptive anti-air.
Wow, and Chloe just tops out, just realizes
That's
what
good. Wow.
a
Day
bad position
10.
she's in, and she's gonna top out. GG to
Wow.
Poland. Congrats to Poland for making it into the main event. And
Yeah, congrats to Poland. Chloe had a hell of a fight, I will admit.
man,
Really impressed us.
I think Chloe just played way too aggressive on the one base side early, lost so much unit count, infantry. Like you said,
That's
Chloe was playing
exactly
as
what
if
happened.
she was Slash, and
Yes.
Paul was playing as if he was Drake.
but it was like Drake, but it was like, oh, I have a day today, so I'm just gonna use this. And yeah, it was like Poland is like, all right, so my opportunity to get an advantage is right now, so I'm just gonna go for it. And there's like so much terrain on that side that Lash loves. She doesn't need a comm tower. She already has 30 freaking attack on all those tiles by the comm tower. So Poland was just fine enough taking all those engagements, and Chloe gave him those engagements too. Like I said, with the one base side, you just want to, like, you see the two blue cities that Chloe has right now. At least secure those, and then start fanning yourself out around the back, getting those middle properties. If that artillery comes, just conserve as much as you can and do the exact same thing to your opponent.
Yeah, I think Poland just played the map much better, had a better read on how to play it. Like you said, just going for these cities, the safe ones. As long as you go for them, you're still kind of pointing at these, like threatening to interrupt. Chloe maybe playing too passive over here on the right and too aggressive on the left. A little bit of a shift on both would be better. But then Poland was able to get these, secure them, and then just defend. Just make mechs, copter, and here just being aggressive, fighting. Lash is going to beat Drake day to day with all these cities and silos every day. So especially 2 base against 1 base. Yeah, just a very quick match, but great run by Chloe. She did get that first game against Poland on Caustic Finale, which was an amazing match. That one is definitely going to have its own standalone video for sure. Poland.
I think Chloe has definitely won the hearts of spectators.
For sure. And what's crazy is that Poland had he had his foot out the door. Like, he was almost out of the tournament. He had lost against Dartnu, and then he lost the first match against Chloe. So he had to win these last 2 games against Chloe to even have a chance to be in. So props to Poland as well, because I think many people out there were maybe starting to questioning, like, oh my God, is Poland going to be out? Like, one of the best ones. But he's like, he gathered back his composure. He was like, no, I need to stabilize. I need to come back. I need to prep better. And yeah, I think this was a good display of Poland. I think playing really well the maps, both Celeste and this one, just playing them really, really well, finding the right opportunities, and yeah, just winning. Amazing.
Yeah, Chloe had the plays, Poland had the story. Yeah.
Wow.
That's going to be some lore to throw in for the APC.
Somewhat.
There's going to be some lore to throw for the APC.
Wow.
So like someone's going to make a document of this. Do you know the Smash Bros documentary?
The what?
There's a documentary for Super Smash Brothers, the competitive scene.
Okay.
And a lot of people got into it because of that document. We need a Advance Wars document. The closest we had was did you see that Action Esports video where he interviewed like Walker, Go7, Vorson Natasha? Yeah, we need something like that for Advance Wars again.
That video was
For
amazing.
the APC, for the APC, yeah, that video is incredible. Like, I think Advanced Wars is just like, I think Advanced Wars is incredible. We just need more recognition. And people would be like, okay, hold on. Reboot Camp may not have been the best, but people might see this PvP website and they could just see so much potential. I know there's been so many people who are new to Advanced Wars and they just started dominating.
Yeah.
And I honestly love seeing that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So there's story in the APC tournament, and I'm all for it.
Definitely. I think that's one of the really cool things about it, that all these games have definitely built like a character arc on these players. There's a lot of backstory, and you kind of get invested in them. And now we're gonna move on to the main event with the best 8 live players that there is, right? Which is insane. And I wanted to show the groups now. So now that we've finalized everything, Poland getting the reverse sweep against Chloe 2-1. Wow. Which means Chloe is at -2, Poland is at 0, I guess. But yeah, Chloe box is out, and that's it. We have our 8 players.
So let's go down the list one more time. From Group A, we have DeadFS and Raider El Caroman. Group B, we have Starflash and Tordred. Group C, Deegis and Talos. Group D, Darth Noob and Poland.
Exactly.
Yeah. So how is top 8 gonna work? Are the groups gonna fight each other again, or are you gonna seed them?
So
Hey, Kantan.
we can now talk more about that, because it requires quite a bit of work, and there's some surprises that I'm gonna show as well. So
Okay,
the
real
thing,
quickly, Kantan, everyone's attacking me in the chat because I said Grimm's theme is terrible. Help. All right, so what do you have, Humida?
okay, so we have our 8 top players, right? And I'm gonna change the music before I go insane. Let's put Adder music.
Adder music is good.
Adder music is pretty good, yeah. So, oops, there you go. So we have our 8 players, right? They're gonna be playing in the main event with secret identities that we're gonna give them. They're gonna be new identities, which I can show you now in a little bit, which those identities are gonna be. They're gonna be playing under those, so none of them are gonna know who is who, and we are not gonna know who is who. There's gonna be 3, maybe 4 people of the staff that are going to know, so they're gonna be helping scheduling the players. Yeah, like huge props to the staff like Steeler, Goated. We have Conton, Havits, JJ, Boom. Thank you so much for everything. But yeah, Steeler just doing so much as well. It's insane. But they're gonna know, and they're gonna try to schedule the players for in 2 weekends from now. So next weekend is gonna be a break. I'm gonna chill and organize for the next one, because that's gonna be Saturday, Sunday stream. We're gonna have the quarterfinals. Quarterfinal number 1, number 2 on Saturday, number 3 and number 4 on Sunday. So
single elimination.
Best of 3 elimination.
Oh, best of 3. Oh, shoot.
Yeah, so they're gonna have to play back-to-back games, and the crazy thing is they're not gonna know who's who, right? Poland could be facing Starflash or whatever. They're gonna be randomized, and so yeah, there's not gonna be any seeding. I don't think you really need that much of a seeding because we have freaking 8 amazing players. They're all very similar level at this point.
The seeding is going to be tight if they go for that.
Yeah, exactly. So it's gonna be that quarterfinals, and then the following weekend to that is gonna be Saturday semifinals. So both sets again, best of 3, and then the Sunday that follows, the 17th, is gonna be the grand final. Just another best of 3 grand finals.
Yeah.
So
I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, that's gonna be very exciting, and I want to show you guys I'll show you the the names that they're gonna have.
Oh no. So they don't even get to pick. That makes sense because it could be too obvious.
It's randomized. So
I would love to see these names. I shouldn't laugh too hard because my mom's sleeping right now, but I hope these are funny.
So I could probably take like a picture and then show it on screen. Does this work? Okay, but before I do this, okay, it doesn't show on screen. Okay, that's cool.
Okay,
so
nice.
It's like this, and I want to explain. Okay, so you know this tournament, the Hidden Identity kind of thing, comes from like I just copied the format from Hidden Cup, which is a tournament from Age of Empires 2, hosted by T90. And so what he does there, he gives the names of heroes from that medieval era, and there's tons of heroes in Age of Empires 2. So there's like tons and tons of heroes. So that he just gives them like names of those guys, like Joan of Arc and William Wallace and stuff like that. And there's so many that it's very easy. But here we don't have that, right? We have what, COs? You can't give them CO names. It'd be confusing to cast.
Yes.
Army names perhaps, but then maybe you have like Orange Star against Red Fire, and then it's like really confusing. And it's like, so you can't do that. So I wasn't sure what to do, right? And so I had a few ideas which were not very good. I was thinking of like giving them like the medals of Advanced Wars 1, like I don't know, blue tortoise or stuff like that, which was okay, right? That could be, but then it could be confusing because you have colors, and then they're also playing with colors, so it can be confusing. So I wasn't sure. I had like memes as names, like Pipey Boy and I don't know, Missile Chan. I was thinking stuff like that for the names, but I couldn't. I don't know. It was kind of silly. And I don't know. I had other options like map names, stuff like that. So what I talked with Steeler, and Steeler was like, well, in Age of Empires they do that. They have the hero names from the medieval times. What if you just do like similar hero names or popular names from generals of the last century, which is the time frame of Advanced Wars, right? First World War, Second World War, kind of Cold War, that kind of thing. And so I'm gonna try to show you. Oh, I don't want to show my files here. Let's do like this first. Boom.
You can show me the files. You can trust me.
Well, not to everyone in chat.
Yeah, not to everyone in chat.
Let's see. I think this should work. Oh, is it so small? Okay, it's kind of small, but and it's kind of blurry.
I'm looking at these right now.
Okay. How do I change this now?
I like these.
Okay, so this is top production quality right here, guys. Pro streaming right here. Look at this production value.
If you guys can see, just get better glasses or something.
So these are names of like condecorated, kind of renowned, or the kind of generals, soldiers, lieutenants from the past century. And these were like the nicknames, right? So these were nicknames of those kind of generals or soldiers or lieutenants. And they just sound so cool. They're so freaking cool, these nicknames. I was like, that's an amazing idea, Steeler. Let's do that. And so kind of went through a list in Wikipedia of like nicknames of these past century, just renowned, whatever. And it's just so cool. Like you have the line of Panjir. It was like a tank kind of lieutenant from Afghanistan, I think, that was like against the USSR overthrow and then against the Taliban. I don't know, just like had a bunch of missions there, I guess, Cold War era kind of thing. White Mouse was like a spy, like from New Zealand, but she was in France and was like a spy, trying to infiltrate and gather intel from the Nazis, something like that. Sky Samurai was like a Japanese pilot. Like you can't tell me Sky Samurai isn't cool. Like
Sky Samurai is cool.
It was pretty cool. Red Baron, another pretty cool fighter kind of name. Ming the Merciless, Desert Fox. I think that Desert Fox was another like tank general from the Germans in the First World War. I think he also in the Second World War, like in the North Africa campaign kind of thing.
Is allowed to take Kanbei.
Samurai is allowed to be. That'd be nice.
No content.
Cyclone was like I think he was a US fighter pilot, and he had this way of like coming down with a fighter in the form like a spiral form of like a cyclone, which no one could replicate. So, and Hammerhead was a submarine lieutenant, also I think from the US. So maybe we'll see Hammerhead making subs. I don't know, just a meme, but yeah, the players are going to be given these names in random, and they'll be playing under these names. So we won't know who's who, and they won't know either. And I don't know, they just sound cool. We're going to be casting like, White Mouse against Sky Samurai, and I don't know, it's going to be very cool. So props there to Steeler for coming up with this idea. So this is going to be very cool.
Now imagine if the Red Baron is up against someone else and their opponent is red.
I guess you could always put the Red Baron as red and change the other one to something.
or the Baron, or the Mouse.
That is true. White Mouse.
I'm betting for Sky Samurai.
Sky Samurai is pretty cool.
So when will these be revealed to us? When they lose?
No, at the very end. Once the final is done.
Okay.
Once we have the winner, we'll reveal all the identity. I don't know these. Again, I don't know these. Steeler and Content and Habits are kind of managing this. Like they'll know. Don't pressure them. Please don't pressure them.
Yeah, I'm not. Maybe we'll see.
Don't pressure them to get the names. No spoilers.
I won't.
I don't know. I won't know until the very end. But I think it's going to be fun to kind of guess, right? From the playstyles, from what we've seen as well, the strategies, the openings, their picks, perhaps their map picks. I think if Chloe would have been in, it would have been pretty easy to see, perhaps, which one was her. If Plague also was in, we could have seen, Mech, 2 mechs? Okay, that's Plague.
Okay, that's Plague, yeah. They're city skipping? Oh, that's Poland. Oh man, yeah, we had the more exciting ones unfortunately eliminated, but they honestly had a hell of a fight.
Yeah, no, it's been amazing. Definitely gonna be hard to guess the player who has 20 minutes on the clock at the end of the game. Obviously, well, actually, it could be 2 of them. It could be Raider and it could be Starflash.
Raider. I was gonna say DeadFS.
DeadFS? I think probably the best one with time is Raider. Overall, like he's always had 20 minutes in the bank, which is insane.
Day 2 recon, Starflash.
You see someone sacrificing anything to stop captures? Poland. DeadFS, I don't know. You see a teacup to opening, DeadFS.
I think that's the more exciting part about the tournament is just trying to guess who is who. That might be more exciting than the actual games itself.
So
I'm
let's see.
Sure we're still gonna have.
What are the traits of each one to try to guess?
Okay, so we have Raider and we have Starflash. Good for time.
Probably Raider the best one, right? Again, yeah, like Dalton said, 20 minutes in the bank, Raider confirmed.
Is Tordred still tanky Tordred?
He is pretty tanky Tordred, yeah.
Okay, he's still tanky Tordred.
Sometimes mixes in a little bit, but in the match against Advanced Noob in Caustic Finale, they were just making tank infantry. No artilleries were to be found anywhere.
Over the COs.
So I guess that's one, right? Just tanks?
Yes.
If they don't make an artillery in Caustic Finale, Tordred confirmed.
Tordred confirmed. Deegis, I feel like for Deegis, if out of nowhere, like in the middle of the game they're winning, if out of nowhere they just start going aggressive, that's Deegis.
Full baboon.
full baboon. Deegis.
By Talos, I think 3 RDs, Talos confirmed.
Barney, tell us. Okay, so we have Raider as time, Tordred as tanks, Deegis as baboon, Talos as artillery. That's 4 of them. What do we have for
Poland is
DFS?
interrupting captures no matter what.
Yeah. DFS is
Weird
so we have
opening.
DFS.
T-Copter.
Starflash, day 3 recon, probably Starflash.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay, so what do we have for DFS and Darth Noob? Darth Noob, I feel like based on what I've seen, if the opponent has a really weird opening and they just know how to adapt to it, then that's 100% Darth Noob.
Yeah, I think Darth Noob is going to be
DFS
more, the slow positional. I think he plays very similar to Raider, but Raider is like incredibly fast. So you can just tell, oh, okay, they play similar. One is faster, Raider, or not. If he has 20 minutes, it's Raider. If he has 5 minutes, it's Darth.
And you said DFS. Yeah, DFS is T-Copter.
DFS is T-Copter or skipping to Capua Lab or just weird stuff like that.
That's true. I mean, if they're Sammy and they're doing that, then they're 100% DFS.
But isn't it crazy? We have the 8 best ones: Darth Noob, Poland, Deegis, Talos, Starflash, Tordred, DFS, and Raider. Just huge names. Huge names.
Everyone in Group A and Group B does not surprise me that much that they've made it there. I don't know much about Talos as a live play. Oh no, I saw Talos play against Raider Alcaro Man from Deegis' video actually. So yeah, Talos makes sense. Deegis, I feel like he's pretty flexible. He actually got 2nd place in a Discord Cup and did lose to Talos, so absolutely has a chance up there. Darth Noob and Poland. I know Poland was at the top of live for a while, and I don't know much about Darth Noob, but he's definitely shown why he deserves to be there.
Yeah. I think Dodo was asking, are the finals on the same maps as the qualifiers? Yes, they're going to be on the same 8 maps. We were considering maybe slipping a new map as well, but we'll see about that. Most likely there will be a few small tweaks in some of the maps, like tier or CO, kind of, just like tier wise, but we'll see. And we'll announce that if it does happen in due time. And yeah, as Conton is pointing out, Poland is like you were saying, Poland is the number 1 in Live League. Like he really spams those games, and he has like 3 accounts that he wants to have in the top 3.
He's probably playing live right now.
Right now. Yeah, no, Poland is insane. Crazy, like the comeback of Poland, just starting really bad, really bad, and then just almost out of the tournament, just bringing it back, being in, just, wow, insane. That was incredible. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is a stacked top 8, honestly.
Yeah, it's gonna be insane. The level is really high. They all prep as well, so man, it's gonna be intense.
It will be intense.
By the way, a donation came in the middle of a game, I think. Thanks,
really?
Pelemon, for I think it was 28 with 25. It must be like a currency exchange thingy. But yeah, awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Everything goes to the prize pool. Getting that prize pool above 2K is just absolutely insane. Like, what? I never expected that. And it's cool because even the players that lost, right? All 4, Arya, Chloe, Plague, and
I feel bad because we
are missing one.
We are missing one. So
Chloe, Arya,
Chloe,
Plague, and Advanced Noob. All 4,
Noob, yes.
They're still gonna get a little bit off from the prize pool because even those that lost get, I think it was 2%. So like right now, if it's a 2K 2%, that's like $40. They still get $40 for playing a few qualifier games. So I think that's really cool. Everyone gets a little bit, and it goes up as you get a better play, better position.
Yeah.
So yeah, really excited. And I think, is there anything else to cover? I think that might be it. Oh, wait. Yeah, there's one more thing. I almost forget. So, there was these like, where is it? Where's my notes? So I had made a form where people could put their predictions of who was gonna make it into the main event, right?
Okay.
Let me change. So people could predict who was gonna make it into the main event, and I was looking at that last night. Where is it? Was there any new responses? No. Okay. So I have here, and I looked at it. People were putting the prediction, right? It was like pick 2 from each group. Who do you think is gonna make it to the main event? Not a single person got it all right.
Only one person?
No, not a single one.
Oh, not a single person.
Not a single one. Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. But there was actually the predictions overall were like pretty high for the players that actually made it in. So most people picked Poland and Dark Noob, Talos and Aegis, Torgen and Starflash. But in Group A, most picked DFS and Plague. Actually, Plague had like 17 votes, and Raider was down at 6. So
wow.
Raider showing that he knows his stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely. Pretty sure Raider's a veteran. Could be wrong.
Raider, yeah, I mean he's been playing for a while, right? Plays those light
He has been
games.
playing for a while. Yes.
He's
I've
a
been playing
beast.
for a while. But look at me now. Yeah, that's what I thought. Isn't Raider or Carman like kind of an older player? They're a veteran, like I said. You climbed around the same time. Keep climbing, Kantan.
Oof.
But no.
Yeah, I was just
kidding.
looking again at the predictions, and not a single person got it all right. Well, but there's going to be another form for people to put the predictions as to who is who. So it's going to have then the names of the players and the names the new names. So you're going to be able to put all of those, and then we're going to see who gets it right.
I am not as confident on that one. I don't know if I can pick from that one.
Anyways, I think that is it. So unless you wanna talk about anything else, Advanced Noob, Advanced Noob. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Is it you? Advanced Warrior. I think I might just call it, and I'm gonna probably go grab something to eat.
I have a video coming out later today.
Nice.
Yeah. And you'll see Advanced Wario. Oh my goodness. I have you're gonna see a very familiar face in today's video, so just look up Advanced Warrior on YouTube if you haven't already. Video is gonna come out at 6 Eastern time today, and it was a fun one. It's not a replay. But it's something that I kind of want to do. Advanced Wars content, but it's not just replays. I'm not Advanced Noob, Max. Come on. Look what you started, Humida. But yeah, I've been wanting to explore non-replay content for Advanced Wars by Web, and I hope I'm able to get through all that. But once again, Humida, thank you so much for having me on. I didn't really think I was really qualified for something like this, but I came out here, I did the best that I could, and I think we had a great stream here.
For sure. Those that don't know, Advanced Warrior has Advanced Warrior. He has a YouTube channel. Go check him out. He has really great videos, both from Advanced Wars by Web and what's it called? Tiny Wars, which is the Days of Ruin equivalent. So yeah, go head over to him, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And yeah, it's been great to have you, man. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you for being here for the last Qualifier stream as we head into the main event. So
Oh yeah. So how's that gonna work? Are you gonna have more co-casters there, or?
Yeah, the plan is to have probably co-casters on every set, of which we'll see. You know, we'll schedule you and I for one of those sets. That'll be nice to have you. But yeah, that's gonna be fun. Can't wait.
Grim Girl's still trying to get me to like. I said his theme song was bad. Okay. That was a big revelation today. Made a lot of people in chat angry.
You gained a lot of enemies now. I'm not sure that they're gonna go and subscribe now. They hate Grim theme.
they might make you reconsider to not have me for the top 8.
Anyways, thanks man for being here.
I think no problem.
I'm gonna have to let you go, and then I'm just gonna head out. I might stay with chat like a minute or two, and then I'm gonna head out and eat something because I'm starving.
Oh yeah, I'm starving too. All right, so
Okay.
I guess if you're gonna kick me out now, I'll just do my own outro. Guys and gals, I seriously mean it. All of you have my warmest regards. Really appreciate that. Again, Yumita, thank you. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, man. Thanks.
Bye. No problem.
Well, thanks, Add-Ons Warrior. That was amazing. How's everyone doing? Crazy, right? I'll stay here for a few minutes, and then I'm gonna eat. So if you have any questions, shoot them at me real quick. What are you going to eat? I actually have no idea. I think I have to make something. Choripan would be nice, but no, sadly no. I don't know. I'll have to invent something. But thanks everyone for being here. It's been amazing. I still I was seriously thinking this morning and yesterday, like, wow, we're almost done with the qualifier, and now officially over with the qualifier. So we're moving on to the main event. Like, that's gonna be live. We're gonna be watching these games happen in real time. I don't know. It's just insane how challenging everything has been. Like, I think the tournament was definitely very ambitious. It could always be more ambitious, right? I think people also, when I announced it, people were like, why didn't you do more players or blah? It's like, we can always do more, but I kind of had to keep it. I think it's still very ambitious. I'm not sure if there's any tournament that has happened so far that's kind of as ambitious as this one, with best of threes and stuff like that. An absolutely insane prize pool, like, wow, insane. But just a lot of work. So I'm very thankful for everyone that's been helping. The staff has been amazing. The players have been amazing as well. Procrastinating some of those games was stressing me out a little bit, but they ended up getting all their games out. So that was amazing. Just the support from everyone as well. The audience showing up and watching has been amazing. And yeah, it's like the half of the tournament's already over, which is insane. I've definitely stressed over too much, probably, to unhealthy amounts during this tournament or organization or rating. So I've been trying to more like living it day by day and just showing up and doing what I have to cast and organize and everything, but trying to enjoy it. And it's been a blast. Honestly, so much fun. These games are amazing. I just can't wait for the main event. It's been so cool. Prediction for who makes it to grand finals. I mean, what are the top 2 favorites? Like, I guess you could say like Starflash and Poland, but Raider has shown a lot. Darth Noob, if you're still here, I think Darth Noob has shown how big of a potential he has for live. It's just insane. I wouldn't be surprised if he makes it to the final, honestly. It's just brutal. Like Darth Noob and Raider. Oof, imagine a match between Raider and Darth Noob. My god. 2 monsters. What would your 1900s general code name be? Mine? Oof. I don't know. I'd have to look for one. When will you make a video about a game I win? You have to even things up. Send me a match, Grim Girl. But yeah, I've definitely slowed down on recording replays lately, of course, because of the tournament. Just I work full time, so I don't have a lot of time, and I use my weekends for the tournament. But yeah, I would definitely like to cover a game that you win. I'll pretend that you lose, and so people get surprised. Or maybe I cover one that you lose, and we can make it 2-0, and then you have to do a reverse sweep or something. The community is definitely going strong, yeah, for sure. I think it's been amazing to see the support coming through. Sad we didn't see Torture versus Starflash or Adidas versus Talos. Yeah, I know. Lessons to be learned there. Clearly, I'm a noob at organizing tournaments. Just the three-way tie possibilities, the fact that certain sets didn't have to get played, all that stuff shows that I'm just a noob. But hey, lessons to be learned, right? Luckily, everything went all right. There was no three-way ties, so that was cool. Grim Girl versus Grim Guy when? Ooh, imagine that. That'd be hype. Anyways, I think I'm probably gonna call it. I can't believe this is the end of the qualifiers. Wow, it's hard to really wrap my head around that. We've come so far and we're now down to the main event. It's just wow, insane. It's gonna be very, very exciting. The fact that I was planning this from the beginning of this year, I was kind of talking about it. I was talking about it with Walker and with JJ, just throwing the idea around, getting feedback. I also talked about it with Starflash and with Habits, just talking about maps. With Starflash gave me the idea of the Discord server and just different setups, and Habits looking at maps and tiers. It's honestly there's been so many people helping. Steeler super goated with a UI for the players to pick and ban so you can show, and a bunch of other things. Just the game creation for all of them, just insane. So thanks everyone. It's been amazing. Thanks everyone for showing up and hyping up the tournament. It's been a lot of fun, and possibly the best part is soon to come, right? The main event with the hidden names. And we will see how that plays out. It's definitely going to be a challenge schedule-wise and everything. I think we have it, how do you say, under wraps or whatever. But it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to be super tired after that double weekends, full stream. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for today. Thanks everyone for being here, and see you in the main event. November 9, November 10, November 16, and 17. Make sure to write those dates down. November 9 is going to be the first one. We're going to have an amazing co-caster for the opening set, which I'll reveal later on. So yeah, thanks everyone. Now yes, bye-bye.